We've got a big one tonight at Durham Field on this presentation of the South Atlantic Conference on the Bear Sports Network, presented by MBA Roofing. Two top 25 teams, two 37-win teams as the Crusaders of North Greenville have made the trek up here to Hickory from Tigerville, South Carolina for a big midweek non-conference matchup with the 22nd-ranked Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Eric Bach and Jason Stubbe, delighted you're spending part of your early Monday evening with us. One of the best matchups in all of Division II baseball today, Jason.
Absolutely. I haven't been excited for a game since Game 7 of the 2016 World Series.
Your Chicago Cubs won that night. Hopefully the Bears have the same fate as your Cubs as we take a look now at our starting pitching matchup today. It's Joey Cobb, who has been pitching really well recently for the Bears. The lefty has been turned into the midweek guys, pitched on the weekend as well, 4-1 record, 2.53 ERA in 32 innings. And the Crusaders counter with Jax Cash, who will do a little bit of everything. He's in the lineup today. He will hit 7th in the lineup for North Greenville. They are a high-powered offense, and they're high-powered on the mound. Obviously, Jax Cash is the guy they turn to in a very big game in region for the Crusaders.
Absolutely. Both teams, big game for put on the resume as the season's coming down to this last week of the regular season.
Take a look now at our head-to-head. Offensively, we've got two of the best in all of Division II in this southeast region swinging it today. We've got Anthony Perino and Marek Kloop for the Crusaders. Those numbers are real on the left, by the way. 441, 10 home runs, 55 RBIs, slugging 766. And Perino, no slouch himself, 386. Hit his 9th home run in the Bears' last game against Carson Newman. Those 54 RBIs are second in the South Atlantic Conference, and it's going to be fun to watch these two swing it in the box today.
Absolutely. Kloop is hitting .636 in April, 21 for 33. As you said, that's video game numbers.
Let's take a look now at our keys to the game presented by our friends at Fry Regional Medical Center. For Joey Cobb, it's first pitch strikes. North Greenville has mashed left-handed pitching this year. Joey Cobb, obviously a lefty, needs to throw his off-speed when he's behind in the count. That's according to his pitching coach, Derek Beasley. And at the plate for the Bears, strike zone discipline always a must. Those keys to the game presented by Fry Regional Medical Center. We've got National Anthem coming up as they finish up their coaches meeting. We'll come back with starting lineups. And North Greenville and Lenoir-Rhyne, a top 25 matchup here between the Bricks. Can't wait for it on the Bear Sports Network.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here with Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac, your local hometown dealer since 1967. Come see us in Hickory or Morganton to check out all of GM's hottest new products, the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season, and remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Doesn't matter who you are, Everett has you covered. Proud sponsor of the LR Bears.
Anthem played, and we are about to roll. Number 3, North Greenville. That poll in collegiate baseball just came out earlier today, up to number 3 in the country. Bears slot in at number 22. Crusaders come in with an 8-game winning streak. They've just been raking in the month of April, been playing their best ball. And the Bears took 2 out of 3 from Carson Newman after back-to-back sweeps in the South Atlantic Conference, are very much in position to grab one of those coveted top 4 seeds in the SAC, but this one big for postseason and regional seeding, Jason.
Absolutely. We're a few weeks away before the draw, and 7 teams get in the region, and Bears hope to be one of these 7 teams. A win today will definitely help their cause.
Got to think that, obviously, with the new 17 region, there's 2 hosts. You got to think that Wingate is probably locked in at least one of those 2 hosting spots, but this game could very well have a lot to say about that second hosting spot in the Southeast region.
Absolutely. North Greenville hosted it last year, so they'd love to host it again this year with Columbus State in the mix as well.
Yep.
And North Greenville has lost 3 times to Columbus State in the regionals in the last 3-4 years, so they would rather be at home and then travel down to Columbus State.
So Joey Cobb taking the hill for his second straight midweek start. Pitched 6 2/3 innings in his last outing against Bluefield State, and that was, according to his pitching coach, he didn't even really have his best stuff in that outing, and still, well, that was 2 weeks ago. He pitched 4 innings against USC Aiken and gave up 5 hits and 3 earned, but he said in his last start he didn't even have his best stuff and really battled through it. Has really come along as the season has gone on.
Absolutely. Before giving up a couple of runs against Aiken, he had 11 2/3 innings scoreless streak. So as you said, today's going to be a big challenge with the team that's leading the nation in hits, hitting 345 as a team. So he's, as you said, going to mix his speeds up and come after these hitters.
These are 2 of the top offenses in Division II that will be on display today. Not a very windy day. We've seen that a lot recently when the Bears have played at home, just zipping wind, but today not the case. So if you're going to hit the ball out of the ballpark today, you're going to have to do it all on your own with no help of the wind. Ramirez and Atiles on the left side of the infield. Laskowski, Perino on the right. In the outfield, they go Stober, Kuda, and Bell. As we quickly take a look now at the North Greenville starting lineup. We'll pop this up after this first batter as well. Goes Octavio, Stringer, Fail, Kloop, Center, Monteith, Cash, Holiday, and Bivens. From 1 to 9, Gehrig Octavio from the left side. Second baseman digs in. He's hitting a pedestrian .383 this season. Getting on base almost half the time. We're underway. Joey Cobb pumps in strike 1. First pitch strikes, one of our Fry Regional Medical Center keys to the game today, and Cobb 1 for 1. Second pitch breaking ball, slice off the plate, 1-1.
One thing that struggled in the first meeting was North Greenville got on base with no outs 5 of the 8 innings. So
this is the second meeting of the season as Octavio rolls one to Laskowski, who fumbles with it, and he's safe. Not a good start defensively for the Bears. The normally sure-handed Laskowski lets that ball eat him up. It's an E4. Octavio's aboard.
Yeah, just Cole's 6th error of the year. A big one to start.
4 out of those 6 came in the opening series when he was playing at shortstop. That's only the second error since he's moved over to second base once Atiles has slotted into the lineup. So a leadoff base runner for North Greenville. Ethan Stringer now digs in. Tries to bunt, taps it foul.
And this team will run and run and run.
Yes. 101 stolen bases this year for North Greenville. They're 101 for 119. Only been thrown out 18 times on the base pass this season. And Octavio Gehrig has been thrown out 6 times, but does have 15 stolen bases. And there's a look. Octavio was leaning there off of first base, but gets back in time. Ramirez, the third baseman, even with the bag, ready for the bunt. Cobb waits from the stretch. Pitches up, ball on a strike. Second meeting of the year between these two. North Greenville got the Bears down in Tigerville a few weeks ago, 12-2. Jumped all over the Bears in the first inning and never looked back. Breaking ball inside. Stringer leans out of the way. 2-1. Ethan, a grad student from Independence, Kentucky. He's an ACC transfer, transferred in from Louisville.
Yeah, they got a lot of D1 transfers on the roster, that's for sure.
37-6 makes a lot of sense. Two and one on Stringer. Another look. They really think that Octavio's on the move there. He runs a lot. Second most stolen base attempts on the team with 21. Cobb from the stretch again. 3-1.
A big pitch right here. No walks today.
Octavio on first base because of the error. 3-1 pitch, ball 4. Not close. Cobb seemed to be a little uncomfortable there in the stretch with Octavio on first base. And now the first 2 Crusaders have reached.
Yeah, I think you said it. He spent a lot of time watching over there at first, and I think he lost a little focus here. Early at bat here. For a guy that did pretty good against us the first time around with 2 home runs.
Yeah. John Michael Fail, the catcher, who, as Jason mentioned, blasted 2 home runs, including one in the first inning in this exact situation with these 2 men on base, Octavio and Stringer.
Yep.
So trying to avoid a repeat here if you're the Bears. Strike 1 on the inside corner.
Yeah, definitely don't want repeat. I prefer a 6-4-3 here, but good to get strike 1 there. Let's see if we get refocused.
Fail hitting .410 in 43 starts. Started every single game for North Greenville. Another look at Octavio.
Yeah, had a good weekend, 7 for 11 this past weekend with a home run and 7 RBIs.
Octavio also, by the way, another D1 transfer from Murray State. John Michael Fail, slugging over 700, 1-1.
He's had 5 games with at least 5 RBIs this year, including the first matchup with us.
And 69 RBIs total. It's a very nice number for him.
Hopefully it stays there for a little bit.
Yeah. It's a nice round number to stay at. 1-1 pitch. Leans him off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Just a poorly, not that any time is a good time for an error, but the first one of the game, the first batter of the game is against a team that can jump all over you in a split second offensively. Not a great time.
It just looked like he lost his footing. It happens, unfortunately, even to the best.
2 on, nobody out. 2-1. Big swing. Fouled back to 8th Avenue behind us. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Fail. 12 homers. 32 walks as well. Has punched out 22 times. But for this, the 44th game for North Greenville, it's pretty darn good. 2-2. Runs it full. Cobb has consistently missed up and away to the righties here in this first inning.
Yeah. Maybe they came in, want to work high in the count, or high in the location.
A lot of speed on the base pass. Full count pitch is ball 4. I would assume Derek Beasley will have to make a trip out there. Back-to-back walks for Cobb after the error. And the bases are loaded for Marek Kloop. Not exactly a situation you want to face him in.
No. As I said earlier, 636 in April, 21 for his last 33. Leads the conference in average.
Redshirt junior from the Czech Republic.
Yep.
6'3", 235-pound outfielder.
Transferring from North NC State.
10-game hitting streak coming in. Strike 1.
Yeah, been on base 38 straight games. But Cobb's getting strike 1.
Yeah.
That's what, 3 out of 4 hitters.
3 out of 4,
Yep.
and trying to get his confidence up. A ground ball here would go a long, long way. Get the defense working, get everybody into the game. 0-1 to Kloop. High and wide. Now no place to put him.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. They said Beasley didn't come out and just set him down. And
Octavio on third, Stringer on second, Fail on first. An error and 2 walks. North Greenville still looking for their first hit of this first inning. Kloop waves and misses. A ball and 2 strikes. Bell very deep in right. Kuda pretty standard in center. Stober the same in left.
that's the deepest Bell's been playing all year.
100%. Normally plays fairly shallow. 1-2 pitch. Down and in. Kloop lays off. It's even at 2-2. Head coach at North Greenville is Landon Powell. First-round draft pick of the Oakland Athletics back in the late 2000s. 8th year at the helm of the Crusaders. 2-2. Upstairs again. Clarno back picks. They almost got Octavio, who gives Clarno a little wave saying, okay. And now Derek Beasley will make his trip with a full count.
Congratulations, Coach Powell and his team that wrapped up the Conference Carolina's regular season championship this past weekend. 4th straight for them. Looking for the 4th straight conference tournament championship here in a few weeks.
That is a Conference Carolinas that it's, there's a lot of evenly matched schools in the middle of that pack, but North Greenville has consistently separated themselves as the cream of the crop in that league in these past 3 or 4 seasons.
Mount Olive's usually the second best team they beat in the conference tournament in 18 and 19 and 21. This year, Pembroke has, to me, moved into the conference, so that's another top 25 team.
It's one of North Greenville's 6 losses of the season. They dropped the game to UNC Pembroke. They did take 2 out of 3 from the boys down in Pembroke. This is a big pitch early in this game. Full count to Kloop. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ground ball or a strikeout here are ideal if you're Joey Cobb. You're probably going to get a fastball if you're Kloop. See what happens. A pitch, swing, and a miss. Joey Cobb wins an important battle there, clears a massive hurdle in Kloop, and 1 out.
Unbelievable. That's huge. Came right at him, challenged him. Cobb got the win. Now let's see if we can get out of this inning here. Ground ball away.
Certainly doesn't get any easier with Josh Center digging in. All 9 in the starting lineup for North Greenville, over 300. They've been swinging it just unbelievably this year. Strike 1.
Yeah, all 9 got a hit against us the first time around, too. That's a good stat to look on. How many times this year they've done that?
Center from Lexington, South Carolina. Went to River Bluff High School. Driven in 39 runs this year. At the shins, low, 1-1.
But does lead the team with 45 strikeouts, so be nice for time for another one.
It was only Kloop's 23rd strikeout of the season. He doesn't punch out too often.
Nope. 146 to bat, so yes. 12% clip, that's pretty good.
1-1, tapped foul. And all of a sudden, you can visibly see the confidence and the momentum rising in Joey Cobb on the mound.
Yep. Yeah, I told you, all I need is get a little focus. Beasley coming out here. What happens when the pitching coach comes out? Next pitch is always a strike.
Infield back for the Bears. They know a ground ball can get him out of it. 1-2 on Center. The pitch upstairs. Way to lay off there by Center. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Center's hit safely in 4 out of his last 5, including a pair of 2-hit games in the sweep of Emmanuel this past weekend for North Greenville. 2-2. Fastball, touch tight, and another high leverage full count. That was close there.
Cobb wanted that one. You can see the body language. Cleno didn't say much, and probably was a little inside.
We don't have the best angle here, sitting above the third base dugout in the press box from this vantage point that you're looking at right now. Base is full of Crusaders. Yet to score a run here in the first. 3-2. Poked to shallow center. This is trouble. Kuda comes in. Does he get there? You bet he does. Octavio coming home. Puts on the brakes. And Kuda keeps him right there. Well played by Kuda. Had to come in a long way. Was playing a deep center field. But Cobb keeps him put for now. And 2 outs for Pat Monteith.
Yes, great running catch. And then to set his feet and get enough on the throw to stop the runner from going home. Do you think you've been safe if you went?
Feels like you got to try it.
Yeah, I would have tried him, especially with his speed.
Kuda's throw was good, so I guess we'll never know.
Yep.
Monteith, hack and a miss. Pat's hitting .344. Started 40 of the 43 games this season for North Greenville.
Yeah, he's 0 for 6. Hopefully goes 0 for 7 here.
7 homers, 32 RBIs for the Crusader third baseman. 1-1. How big would it be for Joey Cobb after the first 3 Crusaders reached? Error, walk, walk. Struck out Kloop. Got Center to pop out. 1-1 pitch. Fastball right across the heart of home plate. And Joey Cobb is 1 strike away. High leverage situation early. Can Cobb get himself out of the mess? We'll have to wait at least another pitch.
32nd pitch of the inning already.
It's been a battle.
Yep.
Octavio on third. Stringer on second. Fail on first. 1-2 to Monteith. Oh, way, way high. Clarno snow cones it. Loses his mask. He'll change out the baseball. But Clarno has been nails behind the dish the whole season for the Bears, and no moment bigger than that one right there.
Great stop. It was throwing so hard, probably would have bounced right back to him, but Joey wanted a new ball. It was slick, so this is a pitch you want. You want the runners in motion at 3-2, so you want to get them right here at 2-2.
Here it comes. And they will be in motion coming up. Third full count in a row. I don't know if I can handle 9 innings of this.
Yeah.
Bases loaded, full count, 2 outs.
My heart's beating. I don't even know what Cobb's is.
Big moment here. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Joey Cobb, by the skin of his teeth, gets out of the jam and puts up a 0 in the top of the first. Crusaders loaded him up with nobody out and are held off the scoreboard. See if the Bears can build on some momentum when you come back to Durham Field. Just underway in a good one on the Bear Sports Network.
I'm Rob with Center Street Eats. We're located at 2250 North Center Street in Viewmont. We offer fast dine-in and carry-out service. Usually your prepared meals at lunch from 11 to 3 are ready within 5 minutes. Center Street Eats also offers prepared meals and snacks, protein bars, smoothies, and so much more. We can accommodate most allergy restrictions and can adjust our weekly menu to comply with the most current trending diets like keto and paleo. Street Eats has helped fuel the sports programs at Lenoir-Rhyne for over 10 years now. We work with every program on campus, and we look forward to working with them again.
We'll see if the momentum carries the Bears here into their half of the first. No score between North Greenville and Lenoir-Rhyne. Crusaders loaded the bases with nobody out in the top of the first inning, and Joey Cobb got out of it unscathed. Strikeout, pop-out, strikeout. And we'll see if the Bears can do better against Jax Cash, who is a two-way player for North Greenville. Laskowski pokes the first pitch off the glove of Cash. Bivens will have to eat it. The bottom of the first inning starts the same way the top did. Cole Laskowski an infield single. And the Bears have a base runner here to start.
Yeah. Aggressive first pitch of the game. Chopped it up. Cash tried to make a jumping play. Went off his glove. And Cole snaps an 0-for-7 streak.
Had reached base in 36 consecutive games going into that Carson Newman series. And now Wade Kuda, 333, 162 at-bats. He's known for his first inning home runs. There's a back pick to Laskowski by Fail. He's back in safely.
Yep, trying to bunt there.
Bears only 50 stolen bases this year, less than half of the total that North Greenville's had. But Laskowski leads the team. He's 9 for 9 in that category. Second pitch to Kuda, tipped back. Quickly 0-2. Wade went 3 for 11 in the Carson Newman series, but all three of those hits were in that first game. 14-6 win for the Bears. Look at Laskowski, nearly goes wide. Nice pick over there by Holiday to snag it.
Yeah, but he's back at home where he's hitting 435, so big time for another hit here.
Hit nearly 500 in the month of February to get his season off to an unbelievable start. 0-2, leans him off. 1-2. Also can say he hit a home run off a professional pitcher. Hit a leadoff home run when the Bears played the Hickory Crawdads in an exhibition game last week. Leadoff home run. Laskowski stays put. 1-2 is off of Kuda's leg. He's got a big Evo shield on that left shin. Almost knocked it off with that foul tip, and will readjust and step back in for the 1-2.
Yeah, he's glad he's wearing that right now.
Yeah.
For April 18th, it's only 51 degrees today. So
it was warmer on February 18th when we were here doing LR games.
It was
80 degrees in Hickory yesterday, but cold front has come through and dumped a bunch of rain and cold weather here in the western foothills of North Carolina. Kuda calls time. I've been doing minor league games all week. I'm used to the pitch clock. This is like a snail pace.
Yeah, I saw you had a 2 hour and 16-minute game.
2
Had
hours
11
and 14 minutes.
And 11 runs were scored.
Yeah, including 6 in one inning. 1-2 pitch. Way upstairs and behind Kuda. Laskowski caught up. He started to take off, and now they've got him run down, and he will be tagged out. A base running mistake there for Cole. Thought that ball was going. It did go behind Kuda, but Fail snagged it. Those are the type of mistakes you can't make on the base pass in this game.
Nope, absolutely. 2-3-4 on the put out if you're keeping score at home.
My friend Jason is actually keeping score officially, sitting next to me, so that matters to him. Kuda stays alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. These are the type of games when Chris Ramirez and staff took over in late 2019. These are the types of games that they wanted to bring to Hickory. To play in these types of important, high-leverage, meaningful games in late April as we go down the stretch of the regular season. And mission accomplished.
Yeah, Bears are 5-3 against ranked opponents at home since Coach Ramirez has took over.
And 22-1 in this park this season. Full count pitch to Kuda. Fastball, just a slice off of home plate. Fail thought he had the call, so did Cash. But it's ball 4. Yeah. And the first 2 men have reached against Cash, but Laskowski obviously thrown out by Fail.
Yeah, bounce back. You said Bears 22 home wins is the 5th most in NCAA Division II. But North Greenville has 18 road wins, which is the 2nd most. So something's got to give today.
The Bears, every win they have from this point forward sets a program record for single-season wins.
And the winner of this game win 38, which would tie Wingate for the most in Division II.
Storylines aplenty. Unesta takes a breaking ball at the top of the zone for strike 1. Drew has kind of settled into this DH role now for the Bears. Played probably the first 2/3 of the season at third base. Played a little in left field, and now with Ramirez emerging as the starting third baseman, obviously you got to have Unesta's bat in the lineup, so DH is the play. 1-1 on Drew Unesta, who is very familiar with North Greenville from his time at Erskine. His first team All-Conference Carolina player last year. 1-1 to him. Fastball in, 2 balls and a strike.
Drew's 19 for 41 in the month of April, hitting 463. Right in a 5-game hitting streak into today.
Hitting 385 overall. 2-1. Swung on and lofted foul down the left field line. Stringer gives it a look, but it's into the Bear bullpen. And just a long strike two. Ynesta, 12 home runs, 45 RBIs. He and Perino, his roommate, have combined to drive in 99 runs this season for Lenoir-Rhyne.
How about 100 on this pitch?
Kuda runs. The pitch is high. The throw is low and into center field. Wade will stay put. But it's a stolen base for Kuda, number 5 this season. And that will run the Bears out of a double play chance here. And a full count on Drew Ynesta. Octavio didn't scoop it out of the dirt there, but I think that Kuda would have been safe either way.
Yes, he definitely been, I think so.
They shift on Ynesta. Octavio, second baseman, on the left field side of second base. Most of his power is to the pole field, but he did hit an opposite field home run just this past weekend. Full count, ball 4. 2 walks in a row for Cash, and with the stolen base, that's not super damaging. Keeps the force intact for North Greenville. And that will draw Hunter Dilworth, the pitching coach for North Greenville. Also an alum of the program, graduated back in 2016. Nick Clarno bumping a little Tiesto. Changed his walk-up song mid-season, which is normally a no-no for superstitious baseball players that are hitting really well, as Nick Clarno has been the entire season, but decided to change it up. Got 2 CPL guys battling it out coming up in this at-bat. Clarno from the Savannah Bananas, and Jax Cash played for the Holly Springs Salamanders this past season, primarily as a catcher and outfielder. Cash plays everywhere in the field.
Yeah, he's a backup catcher to fail. Plays first and third, outfield.
Played corner outfield for Holly Springs. Beautiful park there, by the way. If you ever get a chance to go, it's all turf. Brand new, well, not brand new, built in 2015, but the Salamanders are owned by the Durham Bulls, so it's a little bit of bowl money going into that park.
Put that on my list to do this summer.
Definitely a good spot to watch a ball game. So North Greenville, if you're just joining us, loaded the bases in the top of the first inning with nobody out and did not score. Joey Cobb got a pair of strikeouts and a pop-out. Laskowski singled, an infield single to start, but then was thrown out, made a base-running mistake, and Cash has walked Kuda and Ynesta. So that's how we got to where we are, with Nick Clarno, the cleanup man, digging in with 1 out. Pair of RBI doubles in the Carson Newman series. Strike 1 on the corner.
I'm sitting here thinking it's like 50 pitches already between the two programs in the first inning. I know Queens is sitting here, ooh, they play us tomorrow.
And
North Greenville on Wednesday. It's like, ooh, bullpens.
Yeah, the Crusaders are making a little tour through this part of North Carolina. LR will go to Queens tomorrow. That's obviously a conference opponent, but a non-conference game. But a big game also because Queens is right there in the mix in the top of the SAC as well.
Yeah, they're 1 game behind us in the loss column when heading into the last weekend of conference play. But they see Wise this weekend, so.
Clarno pops up a breaking ball straight up. Fail gives it a look, comes out and catches it in the breadbasket. Not exactly a very pretty-looking play for Fail there, but it gets the job done. And a big second out for Jax Cash.
You probably heard the infield fly rule, but if it drops and foul, Nick gets no chance. But good play.
So now Luis Atiles. Another grad transfer from New England College.
Yeah. In a little slump, we need to break him out. Be a good day to start that, head into this weekend.
Tells you what kind of year he's had. He's in a slump right now, and he's still hitting 340. First pitch way above his head for ball 1.
Yeah, he's in a 2-for-22 slump, and he's hitting 340 still. Enough said.
And this season isn't, like, super long.
Yeah. I mean, he's only struck out 4 times in that streak, too, so he's seen the ball good. Just some hard contact that eventually will fall.
Both of those 2 hits in that streak came in the Carson Newman series, though, so it's been recent.
And one left the yard, too, didn't it?
It did. Picks the back foot up and is ahead 2-0. Cash hasn't had much fastball command here in the first inning. Clarno kind of bailed him out there swinging at a breaking ball.
Yep. Good catch there. I agree with you.
Monteith at third, practically standing on the foul line. Bivens at short, deep in the hole as well. 2-0 to Atiles. This is roped down the left field line. Stay fair. It does. It's gone. 3-0 Bears. Crusaders can't cash in. The Bears can. And that'll get Luis Atiles rolling here early.
Atiles knew it right off the bat. Hit a nice little bat flip. Two out hits.
They keep on coming. 13 of the 14 runs in the season opener, in the series opener with Carson Newman, were with 2 outs.
That's 140th 2-out RBI this season. Our opponents only have 47.
That's out of 354 total RBIs. Perino almost hit. 5th home run for Lewis. RBIs number 39, 40, and 41, and you can just feel the energy.
It does not feel like a Monday afternoon at 5 o'clock game.
No. A little bit more at stake here today. 1-0 to Perino. Floats top of the zone. Strike 1. Too high that time. 2 balls and a strike on Tony Perino, 386. Should win Sack Player of the Week this week when that award gets announced tomorrow. Hit .530 last week with a pair of homers and 9 RBIs. 2-1. Went for home run number 10. Tipped it back to the screen. 2-2.
So 3 runs against Cash was the most of the season. Ties giving up 3 against Francis Marion back in February 11th. He's been pitching really well.
Perino down and in. Full count. Cash has thrown a lot of pitches. Well, actually, not as many as you'd think.
26, but only 12 strikes.
Perino staying alive.
So 13 strikes out of 26 pitches. I mean, he only throws about between, he's topped at 67 this year, so. What do you think, 3 innings right now? Maybe 4 at most? And
Gonna need a quick second.
Yep. As you said, can't command his fastball, so it's going to be tough to do.
Hasn't been doing it. Here's a ball laced into the left center field gap by Perino. Back to back, 2 out knocks for the Bears. 3-run home run by Atiles. Perino takes a fastball to the alley. 3rd hit of the inning for Lenoir-Rhyne. Completely flipped the script from the start of this time versus the last time these two played.
Yeah, absolutely.
North Greenville jumped out 4-0 after the first and never looked back. Won that game 12-2. Different story so far today. David Bell hit by the pitch on the elbow. It bounced off of his elbow and then hit John Michael Fail in the foot. And things are snowballing here for Jax Cash in the bottom of the first. And now, here goes somebody to the bullpen for the Crusaders. 8th man to bat of the inning is Bryce Stober. He was really struggling at the plate earlier in the season, but has recovered recently. At .250 on the season, the Hickory native. Played his high school baseball less than half a mile from where we sit for the Red Tornadoes of Hickory High. And his younger brother Brady there right now. First pitch to him, grounded foul.
Yeah, his brother's.
He's a stud.
Oh, yes. Yes, he threw out a couple of my runners last year. Yeah. I learned my lesson quick.
Jason Stubbe, notorious for being aggressive on the base pass as a coach.
Not them 2 games. He pitched against us, too, and did really well.
Jason coaches at
Yeah.
Maiden.
No. I beat Maiden. Jacob Fort, middle school in Hickory.
Pardon me.
Yep.
He beat Maiden. Make sure we know that. Stober popped to left field. Stringer camps underneath it. Grabs it, and the side is retired. But the Bears make a big opening statement. We got a long way to go, but we're through 1. Lenoir-Rhyne 3. North Greenville nothing. Big knock from Louis Attiles early gives the Bears the lead. Joey Cobb back to work next on the Bears Sports Network.
Break great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Top of the second. That was a 40-minute first inning here between the Bricks. 3-0 Lenoir-Rhyne over North Greenville. Number 22 Bears, number 3 Crusaders.
Oh, the first inning that's the next 8. Sign me up.
Yeah. High drama in both innings. Jack Cash, the pitcher, who gave up the 3-run home run to Attiles, which is the only scoring so far, leads it off. Joey Cobb got himself into a mess. Cash laces a ball right back up the middle for the first hit of the day for the Crusaders. I was about to say that Jax Cash on the mound coming into today, the ERA was 2.9. At the plate, the batting average was 3.69. So that is a baseball player if there ever was one.
And just so you know, at home, when he comes out of the game on the mound, he still hits. He's listed. They changed the rule. He's listed as pitcher/DH. So when someone relieves him, he still becomes a DH and be in the lineup.
It's a nice little way to use that rule to your advantage if you're Landon Powell there.
When you hit line drives like that, yeah.
Holiday, another line drive. This is to deep right center. Kuda giving chase. It's gone. Sneaks out of here in a hurry, and just like that, it's back to a 1-run game. Holiday, in the blink of an eye, has cut this lead down to 1.
Well, 3 pitches, 2 runs. Huh?
Yeah. And after Joey Cobb battled and battled to get out of that first inning unscathed, gives up the 2-run home run. That's the first home run Joey Cobb has given up all season long.
Wow.
Derek Beasley, pitching coach, and I were talking about that. We were both knocking on wood. But
yep, way to jinx him.
Yeah. Bees was the one that brought it up, though, not me. I am the worst jinx there is. Corey Bivens, the shortstop, takes.
That was only home run 66 for him this season. Who would have guessed?
Yeah. Corey Bivens, took ball 1. And the second pitch leans him off.
Yeah,
2-0.
we focus again. No walks, no free passes. When the 9 hitters hitting 500 for the month,
Yeah.
you know how deep the lineup is. We don't. I mean, we have the same blessing. We have a deep lineup as well. So
Holiday's 10th of the year. Inside corner
from the
2-1.
Yep.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have. You look at the stats. The players that have the qualifying number of at bats are in white, and ones that don't are in gray. Holiday doesn't even have the number of qualifying at bats technically, even though he's played in 32 games. There's a foul ball deep down the left field line from Bivens. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Corey's hitting .344 on the season.
Yeah, you got to put in 75% of the games, qualify for the conference awards and everything. 2 plate appearances per game, so he'll get there. He stays in the lineup though.
Full count. You mentioned earlier North Greenville has clinched the Conference Carolina regular season championship. They did that in a sweep of Emmanuel this past weekend.
Yep. Yeah, their conference tournament is not till a week after ours out in Wilson, North Carolina.
It's at Fleming Stadium. Ball's
historic.
Chopped foul. Huh?
Historic.
Yes. Fleming Stadium, where the Wilson Tobbs play. Another CPL connection there. And historic is a kind way of saying very old. That is what Fleming Stadium is in Wilson for sure.
Never been there either.
Yeah. I would recommend going to Holly Springs first if I were you. 3-2 to Bivens. Probably went after ball 4, but stays alive.
We got a couple on our list this summer that we want to try to get to. So,
got to get you to Virginia Credit Union Stadium in Fredericksburg, Virginia as well.
Well, that is on our list, absolutely. Guys home for July 4th?
We are.
All right, that might be the day.
Might be the day. 3-2 pitch to Bivens is laced. This is deep. This could tie the game, and it does. Off the scoreboard. 2 home runs in a row for North Greenville. This is what they do. Don't blink when they go down 3 on the road. Back-to-back jacks from the 8 and 9 batters in the Crusader lineup has tied us back up at 3. Well, let's start over. We had a very eventful first inning and a half. 2 juggernauts offensively doing battle. Top of the order, Octavio, who reached on an error to start the game but was stranded at third. And the fact that Joey Cobb was able to put up a 0 in that first inning is becoming more and more large, especially given the events of this inning. Strike 1 to Octavio.
Yeah.
Multiple Conference Carolina and Southeast Regional Players of the Week scattered throughout the season for North Greenville. Most recently, Kloop, the first week of April. 1 and 2 on Octavio. Just has a playoff feel here today. The vibe in this park. All business, 2 and 2.
North Greenville started 8-4 this year, and since then 29-2 the last 31 games, coming in with an 8-game winning streak.
Cobb looking to bounce back after the back-to-back home runs. Misses. Count is full. Don't want to walk Octavio. He was definitely bothering Joey Cobb when he was on the base pass earlier. So got to do everything you can to keep him off. 3 runs, 3 hits each.
Yeah, this is pitch number 50 already.
Some action in the Crusader bullpen. Same for the Bears. Full count. Upstairs, ball 4th. Already the 3rd walk for Cobb. Just a matter of time if you walk people at the top of this lineup where they're going to make you pay. And Clarno will make his way out. And I think Somebody's coming from the LR dugout. I don't know if it's Beasley or Ramirez. Maybe nobody. It's just Clarno.
Walks have been an issue for Joey with 12 walks in his last 3 outings. In 15 innings, 12 walks in 15 innings. Not what we need here, unfortunately. More walks and hits given up.
Gave up single home run here to the bottom 3 in the North Greenville lineup to start this second inning, and then the walk to Octavio. Octavio is from Hawaii, from Hilo, Hawaii. Now Ethan Stringer, who walked in the first, rolls the first pitch foul.
Stinger played 92 career games at Louisville, hit .250 with 4 home runs, 26 RBIs this time. From one Ville to another Ville.
One a touch smaller than the other.
Yep.
Stringer's behind that fastball, 0-2. 54 degrees right now.
It's the high of the day right now.
Sun's scheduled to set at 8:01 p.m. So we still got about 2 hours of sunlight left. The light's already on here at Durham Field.
At this pace, we'll be in the 3rd inning, maybe 4th.
Stringer goes down on strikes. Big punch out for Cobb. A good bounce back after the first 4 men of the inning reached. And now John Michael Fail, who also walked in the first, gets a second chance here in the second.
Cobb getting a lot of swinging and misses today, though. That's always promising.
Came into today 42 strikeouts. The strikeouts to walks were over a 2-to-1 clip.
Yep. This is just recent.
Yeah, recently the walks have become more of a problem. Fail contorts his body out of the way. Ten combined walks in his last 3 outings for Cobb, not including today, and already 3 more today. Works from the stretch with Octavio on first. He'll take off at any time. 2-0 on John Michael Fail, who hit 2 dingers in the first meeting between these two back on March 20th. It's almost a month ago. That loss to North Greenville started a 4-game slide for the Bears. They've lost
half the losses in that 1 week.
Only 8 games the whole year.
Well, it looks like they call a balk.
Guess so. Guess that pitch didn't count. To Fail? I'm not sure if it's 2-0 or 3-0. It is 2-0. The umpire just signaled.
Yeah. If he knew it was a balk, he would have swung.
And now they're just going to put John Michael Fail on. That makes sense. After the balk puts Octavio on second. Well, can you dodge a bullet 2 innings in a row? Marek Kloop struck out with the bases loaded and nobody out in the first inning. That was the key out that Cobb got.
I don't know if he's left 5 runners on base all year.
Almost hitting 500. We're in the last week of the regular season. Ball 1. Transferred in from North Carolina State, another ACC transfer. Landon Powell hit that transfer portal hard for those D1 guys and found quite a few diamonds.
Yep. Hit his first career home run against Elon a couple years ago at NC State.
Powell, who caught for 3 years for the Oakland Athletics, caught Dallas Braden's perfect game back in May of 2010.
Really? Did not know that.
2-0. Down and in. I guess walking him is better than him getting an extra base hit, but at this point, walks are really turning into a problem for Joey Cobb.
Do you see the intentional walk with the bases lowered this weekend in MLB?
Yeah, that's especially with Corey Seager.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Mike Trout here. Or they didn't even do that to Miguel Cabrera back in his heyday. There's a 4-pitch walk to Kloop. That last pitch Cobb thought he should have gotten and did not get. And I think this is the end of the line as the skip, Chris Ramirez, will make his way out and make a pitching change. So Cobb fought through that first inning. Gets a couple of pats from his head coach. And we have a Carolina West call to the bullpen. Cobb going out. And Ben Friebel coming in. We'll tell you about him after this break on the Bear Sports Network.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here with Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac, your local hometown dealer since 1967. Come see us in Hickory or Morganton to check out all of GM's hottest new products, the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season, and remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
Emergencies don't wait. Get to the hospital. Accidents happen. Get well soon. When it hurts to move forward, tackle your pain. Don't make your health wait. See your doctor. Your health means everything.
Danger time here for the Bears. Tie ball game, 3-3. For the second inning in a row, North Greenville has loaded the bases. And they've got Josh Center up. He popped out to Kuda in shallow center field with the bases loaded in the first. Ben Friebel's the new pitcher. This is skied to center again. Kuda has to back up on the track in center, and he grabs it on the warning track. Octavio tags up. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Center, who missed a grand slam by about 5 feet.
Off the bat, actually, I thought that was gone, but Kuda did a good job, tracked it, got to the warning track. And
the Crusaders have put up a 4 spot here in the top of the second after the 3-run home run by Atiles in the bottom of the first, and have grabbed their first lead of the day at 4-3. Runners on the corners now for Monteith, who's the 9th man to bat in the inning.
Friebel was one of the 2 Bears pitchers that put up a 0 in the first meeting. Pitched a perfect, scoreless second with just 1 walk to Bivens.
16 2/3 for Ben this year. It's 2.16 ERA. First pitch to Monteith is a slider off the plate. Ball 1. 16 strikeouts to just 7 walks for Ben, who is the program's all-time leader in saves. 1-0 pitch. At the knees, called strike. Got to strand these runners if you're Friebel. Bear bats obviously showed in the first that they came to play today. Already more runs this time around than the entire first meeting. The runner goes, the pitch is swung on and grounded foul. That is what North Greenville does. Their running game is much a part of their offense as their power game. And that is how they have ascended to number 3 in the country.
Yeah, Chalup don't look like a base stealer, but it's 24 out of 25 attempts this year.
Just an unbelievably athletic-looking guy. 6'3", but still light on his feet. Swings a powerful bat. He runs again. Freeble strikes out Monteith to retire the side. So the Crusaders hit a pair of home runs. They score 4 in the top of the second to grab a 1-run lead. We're just getting started here on the Bears Sports Network.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Jax Cash left the mound after the bottom of the first, down 3-0. He climbs the mound again, up 4-3. Here's we roll in the bottom of the second. Pair of homers, 4 runs for the Crusaders of North Greenville in their half of the second. Bears got a 3-run home run from Luis Atiles in the bottom of the first to strike first. 3 hits apiece, 1 error for the Bears that did not come back to haunt them in that first inning. And 9-1-2 coming up. Now Larson, 8 men to the plate in the first, so it'll be Ramirez, Leskowski, and Kuda. And Jason, if Jax Cash doesn't get some command on his fastball, I think this day might be pretty short for him on the mound.
Yes, I agree. 30 pitches in the first inning, action in the bullpen already, but you said second time around, he's going to have to command that fastball if he wants to stay in this game a little bit longer. At least on the mound. He's definitely going to stay at the plate, though.
Yeah. Eric Ramirez now has come in to the starting role at third base.
So he got his first career home run this past weekend.
He did. It was a no-doubter inside the left field foul pole at Carson Newman. Strike 1 from Cash. There's a little fastball command. Ramirez was at first inserted into the lineup for his defense. Bears were struggling defensively at third base, and Ramirez has provided a big boost in that way and has hit just enough. 0-2 is low, falling 2 strikes.
Get on base for the top of order. He scored 6 runs in the last 4 games, so he's doing his job. Has some power. Triple home run already this year. So.
Should have 2 home runs.
Yep.
Was awarded a triple when the ball went off the scoreboard, and the umpires didn't know if it was off the scoreboard or the wall. It's worked it back even to 2-2. Jax Cash transferred in from South Carolina. Another D1 transfer, but from right there in Spartanburg, home of Wofford. Still 2-2 on Eric Ramirez. .6'4", 210 is a big man on the mound. 2-2. Ramirez stays alive. Beats it into the ground in front of home plate. Grad student Ramirez takes ball 3. This is what he's done. And the game last weekend with UVA Wise, Ramirez really kick-started that by drawing a walk, kick-started the Bears offensively. Gets handcuffed here and flies it to left field. Stringer over and had to wait a long time for it to come down, and it finally does into his glove for the first out. So the lineup card turns over for the first time for the Bears, and Laskowski, who reached on an infield single in the first, but was thrown out on the base pass, got caught in no man's land on a ball that he thought was getting away from Fail. It did not get away from him. First pitch missed downstairs for ball one. Another one low. 2-0. Laskowski leads the team in walks with 39. He's hitting .297 on the year, but the on-base percentage is nearly .470 because of those walks. Also been hit by a pitch 11 times, which is tied for the team lead. Tries to bunt here and shoots it up towards us. 1-1.
Both teams enter today 9th in the nation in walks. Cole leads the conference in walks.
JUCO transfer from Niagara County Community College up in New York. Swings away on 1-1. Fouls it back 1-2. They shift Laskowski to pull. And right into the shift he goes. Shortstop Bivens cuts off his second baseman, Octavio. Not really sure why he did that. Octavio was right in position, but it's an effective out number 2.
Yeah, Bivens with 2 strikes went more up the middle. So something on paper on the scout report they see. They've been doing a lot of shifting today, except for Tilly's is the only one that really played straight up first time around.
They play Kuda to pull. Monteith hugging the line. Ball 1.
Outfield's pretty straight up though. But look, yeah, Taylor now moves even more on this side of the second, left side of second base.
He's right up the middle. A routine ground ball to second base would be a base hit. Kuda's up 2-0.
Analytics.
Can't live with him, can't live without him.
I love him.
Yeah. Big numbers guy here, Jason Stubbe. I mean, you have to listen to the analytics at this point, right? Everything's so available. Yep. Kuda's up 3-0.
Especially they've seen us once already this year, so that helps.
Crusaders in their road grays. 3-0. 4-pitch walk to Kuda. Second time he's walked in his first 2 plate appearances today.
I like the grays, I like the number cutout. Pretty sharp uniform combo.
Very similar to the Bears road grays, like eerily similar.
Which I like, yep.
LR in their home camos. Jason's a little lukewarm on those.
Yep.
I'm partial to the reds myself.
Black, red, my favorites.
White pinstripes are also a nice look. Fail will.
That's the third mound visit. We're only in the bottom of the second. Halfway there. 2 more for coaches. 1 more for positional players.
And that doesn't include pitching changes.
That's correct, yeah. Which we're going to probably see a lot here tonight.
We're here in the bottom of the second inning. We've already over an hour into the game.
Yeah, Bears played 2 4-hour games. Mars Hill was 4 hours and 2 minutes. And then can't forget the 13-inning marathon we played earlier this season, which was like 4 hours and 35 minutes. I have a feeling this is going to be close to 4 hours today. Yep.
So Ynesta now also walked, came around to score on the Atiles home run. Drew Ynesta from North Charleston, South Carolina.
So, we're talking about shifts here. MLB's, got rid of the shift for next year. What do you think college is going to do? Do you think they're going to keep it alive? Or?
It's the trickle-down effect, right?
Yeah, you think in a few years, you think.
Their shifts are banned at the single-A level this year.
Really, did not know, yeah.
And they try to work around it as much as they can. The only rule is you got to have 2 players on each side of second base, 2 infielders.
So you have one pretty close but behind second. Yeah.
Which makes sense. Swooping swing and a miss there for Drew Ynesta. Ball and a strike. 4-3 Crusaders. 3 in the bottom of the first for the Bears. 4 in the top of the second for North Greenville. One. Ynesta swings through it. Off speed there from Jax Cash.
Crusaders are used to playing on turf. The home field was turfed in 2018, I believe. Nice little complex they got down there.
Ray and B. Dillard Fields. Turf installed in 2018, yes. My man Jason has so much knowledge in that brain. There's a chopper to third. Monteith throws high and past first base. Kuda's going to try it. Here comes a throw. That's also high. This game is tied.
So we had a lot going on that play. We'll give a hit. Drew would have beat it out first, and then we'll give an error.
Got to be on Kloop for the high throw.
No, because he would have done the error. The error would go from second to third on Monteith, and he would have scored either way. So no error on the right fielder, no. The Kloop, no error. So 1 hit and 1 error on that play.
So you're giving it to Monteith then.
Yeah, because he allowed Kuda to go from second to third.
There you go.
Oh,
Either way, it's tied.
I got to put it in myself.
I was going to say, Jason's talking about it here. Has to be the one that actually enters it. See if Clarendon can keep the rally alive. Bears once again with 2 outs. Walk to Kuda. Infield single and then an error for Ynesta.
So no RBI.
We're all square at 4. 2-2. Oh, that's not the 2-2 to Clarendon. That's the first pitch. He swings and misses.
A lot going on that play.
Looking up on the board, and it was...
Hasn't cleared it yet.
You were trying to catch up here. Nick popped out. That looked like it may have been a rally killer in the first. He popped out to fail the catcher. But then Attiles bailed him out with a 3-run home run. Now he's down 0-2 as Cash goes inside on the hands. First to 10 wins, question mark, Jason?
10? I say 8.
First to 8.
First to 8.
Feels like the pitchers are going to settle in eventually. Ynesta fakes the steal, down and away.
I would say
1-2.
Both teams will have the best bullpen available today. So I think 8.
Trying to stretch Ben Friebel, I would assume.
Yes, he's pitched really well against him so far.
One of the only Bear pitchers to have success in the first meeting as well. Ynesta fakes the steal again. Clarendon punched out. So Cash gets the strikeout, his first of the day. But the Bears do push across the tying run here in the bottom of the second. We've had 8 combined runs in the first 2. We head to the third. Starting over again with Ben Friebel on the mound for the Bears on the Bear Sports Network. Crusaders of North Greenville sent all 9 men to the plate in the top of the second against Bear pitching, and the same 3 will lead it off here in the top of the third. Cash, Holiday, Bivens. Cash, those 3 went single, 2-run home run, solo home run to tie the game at 3. They eventually ended up taking the lead on a sacrifice fly from Josh Center. Bears bounce back with a run in the bottom of the second. Took advantage of some shaky defense for North Greenville. And we're all tied at 4 as we head to the top of the third. Eric Bach and Jason Stubbe, delighted you're with us. Sure, there's some national interest in this game in the Division II baseball world. So grateful you're with us wherever you may be.
As you said earlier, the new poll came out, collegiate poll. 2, 3, 4 is in our southeast region. Columbus State 2, North Greenville 3, and Wingate 4. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think it's in the wrong order, but pretty solid.
You would put Wingate on top. Jax Cash, who led off the last inning with a single, flies a ball to deep right center, but Kuda glides back into the gap. Second time Wade's gone back to that deep part of the park to keep one in, and Cash has retired on 1 pitch.
Back to your question, as of this morning, I did put Wingate 1, North Greenville 2, Columbus
This is
State
in the
3.
southeast region.
Yep, but I haven't seen Wingate live.
Where did you put Lenoir-Rhyne?
6. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, I would say.
Okay.
But this team is impressive.
Talking about North Greenville?
Yep.
Yeah,
But
100%.
Wingate has the best pitcher in the conference. Next with
One
Lanham.
of them.
Yeah.
Josh has
Josh
struggled
is right,
a
yep.
bit in his last 2 starts. Bears have won them both, but needed some offense.
Yeah, that
Holiday hit the 2-run home run in the second, his 10th of the year.
could be interesting. I think if they all pitch Friday. Strikeout record for Lincoln Memorial, Wheeler and Lanham and McCullough all go at the same time. We can be having a little fun with that this weekend.
North Greenville dugout was not pleased with that last strike call from the home plate umpire. And Holiday's down 0-2. The pitch outside, 1-2. Top 2 in the region get to host.
Yep. So if you want the number 1, whoever's number 1,
Gets the bye.
No, they don't get they get the bye, but they'll play us against with the 4 and 5 teams.
Yep.
And then
Holiday smacks the ball off the handle, foul out of play.
number 2 will be hosting theirs, and they got the 7 seed, and then the 3 and 6 are also at the same side. It's a double elimination tournament, and then the 2 winners will play at best out of 3. North Greenville was in that situation in 19 when they won their bracket as in 1 seed, and then Catawba won the other side, and then the 2 teams faced, and Catawba beat them in both games to move on, one being in 14 innings to end the series.
Holiday hit on the left arm there, so he's aboard for the second time today. Freeble just tried to go tight there with the 2-strike pitch and went a little too tight. They'll take a look at him. He gives the thumbs up to the dugout. Added the team this year to the region. It used to be 6.
This is huge.
North Greenville's been to 3 straight NCAA tournaments and
pretty,
basically a lock for their 4th straight.
I'm pretty safe. To me, there's 3 teams, Columbus State, Wingate, and North Greenville pretty much locked. That's Tier 1. Tier 2 with Newberry, Pembroke, and us, I think, pretty solid. Have the wins. Maybe not the strength of schedule, but have the wins. And after that, Tier 3, 7 through 13 is
wide open.
It's wide open. One team I'm watching, Francis Marion, you ask why, the only team that have wins over North Greenville twice and Wingate.
Have handed North Greenville a third of their losses this year. 2 out of the 6 are at
Both
the hands
early
of the
in the
Patriots.
Year. But one was a wild 13-12 game. I think Cash pitched that last when he gave up the 3 runs.
Bivens takes down 2 balls and a strike. He hit the tying home run in the bottom of the second.
So a lot
top of the second, pardon me.
Yeah. 50 minutes ago, but last inning. But a lot of excitement in the next couple of weeks here.
Conference tournament for the SAC, not this upcoming weekend, the following weekend. One more regular season series. They run. Pitch is down the middle. The throw is into center field. Laskowski had to lunge after it and did not get it. It's a stolen base for Holiday. Anyone will run at any time for North Greenville. That's how they roll. Fifth stolen base of the year.
Be aggressive. I like it.
Yet, they held up Octavio
On that sac fly.
So, who knows? Straight up from Bivens. Clarno didn't find it at first, but now does in foul ground and grabs it. Well done there from Clarno to navigate. He had Ramirez coming in on him. He had the umpire to try to get around. Freebull was right there as well. It's a more difficult play than he made it look for out number 2.
Got the mask right off. Back to the infield. Fundamentally sound as always. Made a good play there.
Now the third time through the lineup for North Greenville. Octavio gets his third at-bat here in the top of the third. In a tie ball game, all 4 runs for North Greenville came in the second. Gehrig's been on both times, reached on an error and walked. Scored the 4th run on that sac fly from center. Takes away.
And coming in the game 4 straight multi-hit games and still hasn't got a hit yet.
But the on-base percentage is near 500, and it's
pretty good for the lead-up hitter.
Probably right around 500 now with 489 coming in. Freebull misses low again, 2-0. Go-ahead run on second base. We're still in the early stages of this game. It feels like these pitchers are having to expend so much energy on each pitch against these 2 lineups. 2-0. Across the plate. 2 balls and a strike.
We keep talking about how awesome the offense is, and they are, but both teams come in the top 12 in ERA in the nation, too. So pitching staff's right up there, too.
That's how you get to 37 wins apiece. 37-8 for the Bears, 37-6 for the Crusaders. 2-1, strike 2. Octavio doesn't like it. Just nipped the lower outer part of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Both teams could be at 40 wins by the end of the week. That's crazy.
Bears are shattering the single-season program win record of 35 that was set back in 2007, 2-2. Octavio takes ball 3. Watched it in like Ichiro used to from that left-handed batter's box, and he's given the benefit of the doubt by the home plate umpire. Full count.
You see him throwing 94 miles an hour?
Just flicking it. Not even stretched out, throwing a 94-mile-per-hour first pitch. Just built different. Full count, ball 4. Second walk in as many innings for Octavio. And once again, traffic on the base pass and stress on the Bear arms.
This will be pitching 95 for the Bears pitching staff. And just 8 outs so far.
Stringer now, walking a strikeout. The strikeout that Cobb got of him in the second was a big out. It was after the first 4 in the inning had reached. There's a strike at the knees. Stringer shakes his head and says no, but the home plate umpire, whose opinion matters the most, says yes. Strike 1. Two on and 2 out. Stringer on 2 hops to Attiles. Underhand flips to second. And the side is retired. Freebull works out of a jam, puts up a 0 in the top of the third. Bears trying to get the lead back as we head to the bottom of the third in a 4-4 ball game. A good one on the Bear Sports Network.
I'm Rob with Center Street Eats. We're located at 2250 North Center Street in Viewmont. We offer fast dine-in and carry-out service. Usually your prepared meals at lunch from 11 to 3 are ready within 5 minutes. Center Street Eats also offers prepared meals and snacks, protein bars, smoothies, and so much more. We can accommodate most allergy restrictions and can adjust our weekly menu to comply with the most current trending diets like keto and paleo. Street Eats has helped fuel the sports programs at Lenoir-Rhyne for over 10 years now. We work with every program on campus, and we look forward to working with them again.
So the first Carolina West call to the bullpen for the Crusaders of North Greenville. All pitching changes on the Bear Sports Network presented by our friends at Carolina West Wireless, the official wireless provider of the Bears. Brings 6-foot righty Nathan Barrowlit to the mound. So Jack's Cash just last 2 innings. Bears get 4 runs out of them, 3 of them earned. Barrowlit's making his 9th appearance of the season, just 8 2/3 innings logged. Attiles, who went deep in the first, takes a slider at the top of the zone for strike 1. Nathan from Myrtle Beach has 9 strikeouts and 7 walks in 8 2/3, but opponents are only hitting .074 against him, so he's been an effective arm out of the Crusader pen. Attiles off the barrel again on a line right to Stringer in left field, who barely had to move. I think Attiles, it's safe to say, he's out of his little funk that he's been in at the plate.
Yeah, it's 2 straight line shots. As you said, his hard contact just wasn't falling, and law of averages is going to fall for him.
That one doesn't. Stringer did well to play that ball right at him. Now Perino, who's 1 for 1 today. Probable sack player of the week. I hope he wins it. He deserves it for all he's done for the Bears this season. Down and away, ball 1. Sun's trying to peek through here late before it sets. Kind of weird lighting out here right now with the lights on and the sun still trying to peek through. Perino tipped back 1-1.
Well, I tell you, if it's not 80 degrees this weekend, I'm done for the year.
Oh, okay. Jason's
last homestand of the year this weekend.
I didn't realize that you had a weather clause in your contract. It's supposed to be 80, 82 this weekend, so, you know, there are worse things. 2 balls and a strike on Tony Perino.
Yeah, 51 degrees in April I did not sign up for, no.
It's like Michigan weather. Tavio, the second baseman's right up the middle. Perino takes low again, 3-1.
Saturday, family fun day. Food trucks, bounce houses, and kids run the bases in between the games. Should be a good time.
Last chance to see the Bears at Durham Field this season. If you haven't yet,
need to come
absolutely have to. Bring the kids this weekend. 3-1. Perino, ball 4. Thought he might have to stay for another pitch, but it misses down. Tony's aboard for the second time today with a 1-out walk.
So when we go to the 4th, you keeping Freebo in? Or?
I think so. Give him one more inning, I think.
I'd stretch him out. This is the time to do it. You're going to need him for 2-3 innings, and I think in the postseason.
100%.
His longest career out is only 2 1/3 in, and back in 2020.
Before the pandemic hit.
Yep.
Had 3 saves in that 15-game season. Perino leans and almost gets thrown out.
Interesting, he was leaning. Bills don't do as much running.
David Bell got hit by a pitch on the first pitch he saw on the first. Is up. Righty on righty. David takes a changeup across the heart of the plate for strike 1. Bartlett pitched a scoreless inning with a strikeout in the first meeting between these two. Hasn't given up a hit in his last 3 appearances. Did have 3 walks against Newberry a couple of appearances ago, but didn't give up any runs.
Wonder if they're going to stretch him out. His next down after us, Mount Olive, he did pitch 2 hitless innings with 1 walk. But other than that, he's been a 1-inning guy this year as well.
He's pitched against every SAC team the Crusaders have played. Also pitched against Catawba back in mid-March. How about Catawba kind of falling off a bit here?
Yeah, they're 20 loss after they're getting swept by Newberry, so
probably out, right?
You can't put a 20 loss team in there.
Bell high in the air, left field, not deep. Stringer comes in and camps under it. That just was up there forever. Makes the catch. Has both of the putouts here in the bottom of the third. See if Stober can start a 2-out rally.
Yeah, North Greenville actually has a 6-game win streak against SAC schools. The last loss last year, regionals, the Wingate, 6-4.
It was an upset.
Yep. Then they came back and beat Catawba 12A before losing to Columbus State to knock the end of the season. For a second non-pandemic year, Columbus State ends their season.
Stober waves and misses. He flew out to Stringer and left, who's been busy in this game.
Actually, 2019, Catawba ended the season in the Super Regional.
That was the year the Indians went to Cary.
4-3 both games.
Perino takes off. Stober swings and fouls off.
The second one, 14 innings.
Just some cardio for Anthony Perino. Have to go back to first.
Hit and run there?
Sure seemed like it.
Yep.
0-1 count. Stober swinging away.
Yep.
Perino got a good jump.
Yes, he did.
Probably would have been safe. Not really known as a base stealer. Only 2 on the year. Oh, 2 on the ground. Off, knocks the glove of Bartlett off, and everybody's safe. Tried to pick it up with the bare hand. Got enough of the glove on it that it popped off. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
I was just going to say that. I was like, I've seen it get stuck in the web, and you've thrown the glove, and wow.
Yeah, and the ball didn't stick in the glove.
Nope.
It was separate. And I think Bartlett went to lunge for the glove first, thinking the ball might be in there, realized that it was. It was not. Overran it, and by that time, Bryce Stober was practically standing on first base.
Yeah. He wished he was 6'1", not 6 foot right now.
Right. So an infield single for Stober. And now Ramirez with 2 on and 2 out.
Even if he picks it up bare hand without a glove, and it's going to be a bang-bang play, so definitely a hit on that.
Can't really fault the pitcher,
Nope.
Bartlett, for getting his glove knocked off on a tough play.
Yep.
So Ramirez now, who is one of the 4 Bears that have flown out to Stringer in left field, trying to give LR the lead back. They jumped ahead 3-0 on the 3-run homer by Atiles. Crusaders came storming back in the top of the second with 2 home runs and a sac fly to take a 4-3 lead. Bears tied it up in the bottom half of the second on a infield single and then a throwing error by North Greenville. Wade Kuda came around to score the tying run. Freeble got out of a jam in the top of the third to put up a 0, and now here we are in the bottom of the third with Ramirez down 0-1 with 2 on. 1-1. Hair off the plate. This has to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest game on this field since it's been turf. 1-1. Ramirez pulled his head out and missed it.
I would say lean up into the game, yes. I think obviously Patrick's no hitter, but that was the end result.
Yeah, I'm talking about the build-up of the
exactly.
game.
Yep.
Obviously, the Wingate and Catawba both came here last year, but the Bears didn't have many expectations last year, and now this year they've created expectations for themselves.
Yeah, Catawba was 8, North Greenville was 3/6, whatever poll you want to look at.
Sure.
So, yeah, I agree. Postseason, they may see each other for a third time here in a couple weeks. Be nice.
2-2 on Ramirez.
So I agree with you completely.
Some more big ones this weekend with Lincoln Memorial, though.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere. 7-game winning streak for them.
Sack seating purposes. Ramirez popped off the handle. If you're driving around 8th Avenue right now, stay frosty.
I'll just pull in and come to watch the game.
It is a little chilly for you Southern Belles.
Yeah, definitely have long johns on. Yep, long couple sweaters. Yep.
Oh, Jason.
I thought I was going to put them up, but nope. Mother Nation wins one more time.
I'm not sure long johns are necessary when it's 54 degrees.
It is not warm.
2-2 pitch to Ramirez. Swing and a miss. So Barrowlet gets out of the jam, and both pitching staffs get out of a 2-on, 2-out jam in their halves of the third. We're just a third of the way done. Lenoir-Rhyne 4, North Greenville 4. Crusaders coming up. Ben Friebel back to the hill on the Bear Sports Network.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here with Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac, your local hometown dealer since 1967. Come see us in Hickory or Morganton to check out all of GM's hottest new products, the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season, and remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
Top 4, 4-4 ball game. Bears and Crusaders tied up in a top 25 matchup here between the Bricks. Eric Bach, Jason Stubbe. Very glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we have so far. We are creeping along, over 90 minutes in here in the top of the fourth, but there's been no shortage of fireworks so far.
Speaking of fireworks, who's stepping out the box?
Yeah. John Michael Fail, 3, 4, and 5. Fail, Kloop, and center coming up against Friebel. Sidearm and righty. Fires ball 1 low. Fail's walked in both of his plate appearances, one unintentionally and one intentionally. Second leading hitter behind the man that's on deck on this team. 1-0 pitch. Slider across the plate. 1-1.
Both of these teams are right-handed heavy lineups. So.
Explains why they both hit lefties
really well.
Unbelievably
Split,
well.
They got the split platoon, yep.
Fail coming into today over 400 at 410. Another slider. Bends off the plate, 2-1. Five o'clock first pitch. Still a good number of fans here.
Yes,
for
absolutely.
a chilly night in North Carolina.
Especially a lot of schools on spring break.
Hard grounder foul. Less than 2-hour jaunt from Tigerville.
Crazy is, as you said, less than 2 hours, so close, and these teams only have two opponents in common opponents.
Yeah, Tigerville just about 15 miles north of Greenville, South Carolina. The South's hidden gem, by the way, Greenville, South Carolina.
Yep.
What an unbelievable town that is. 2-2 to Fail. Punch him out of there. Fail knew it. Was upset with himself. Freeble paints a corner and has the first out, a big first out of the fourth, with Kloop coming up.
Yeah, but both teams play Catawba, and both teams play Bluefield State. North Greenville play Queens. We play Queens tomorrow, and then Crusaders play the Queens on Wednesday as well.
Bears missed Newberry in the SAC schedule this year. Just a scheduling quirk. LR missed both Wingate and Newberry in this scheduling cycle. Marek Kloop, who struck out against Cobb in the first, swings through the first fastball from Freeble.
Yeah, that'd been a nice mid-week series between Wingate and North Greenville.
Yeah. I would definitely tune into that.
Yep.
All 4 runs in the top of the second for North Greenville. Kloop off his leg and is quickly down 0-2. I think that went off the right leg that is uncovered. He's got the big Evo shield protecting the left shin, but was shaking out the right leg.
I never did that as a hitter, not once.
Hit it off your leg?
Yeah, I never did.
You were just so many line drives.
Opposite field line drives. Yep.
Ball never touched the ground off the bat of Jason Stubbe.
Nope.
0-2. Kloop takes strike 3 called. Mark it down. Fail and Kloop both down looking back to back. That's probably never happened this season. Yeah. And Freeble's got them both for the first 2 outs of the fourth.
That'd be a fun stat to look up. Well, so Freeble's gone 2 2/3 today, so that's his 2 1/3. That ties his longest outing of his career so far with the Bears in his third year.
If he gets Josh Center, that will be the longest outing of his career. Bouncing ball foul outside the third base bag. Center drove in the 4th run of that second inning with a sac fly and an RBI in the second. Six strikeouts for Bear pitching so far. This one's nubbed right side. Perino to his right, flips it to Freeble covering, and it is our first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Freeble goes through the teeth of the Crusader order without trouble, and the Bears will try to regain the lead when they come up in the bottom of the fourth. When you come back on the Bear Sports Network.
Play hard if you use your feet to chase fitness goals. If you stand all day at work. Introducing True Energy Infrared Technology Socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
Top of the order coming up for the Bears of Lenoir-Rhyne. Lazkowski, Kuda, Yanesta. Bottom 4. Back to work is Nathan Barolitz, righty who pitched a scoreless third for the Crusaders of North Greenville. That was the first 0 they had put up. Bears got 3 in the first and 1 in the second. Laskowski, who's 1 for 2 today, digs in the top of the Bear order. Upstairs, up at his letters, ball 1. Bartlett works from the stretch all the time, hunches himself down on the mound, and delivers ball 2. Bears put the leadoff man on in 2 out of the first 3 innings today. Laskowski, one of those. He's 1 ball away from drawing his 40th walk of the season. Bartlett grooves one down the middle. Laskowski taken all the way, 3-1. They shift him. You see the infielders, 3 of them on the right side of second base. Bivens, the shortstop, in shallow right center field. Laskowski runs it full with a foul ball. If he just wanted to lay down a bunt, unless Bartlett, the pitcher, got it, Monteith is in a different zip code over there.
Yeah, I would put him more up the middle and keep Bivens at his natural position.
Always wondered what the calculus is there. Laskowski flares the ball foul to stay alive. Cole hit a blast of a home run on the last homestand against UVA Wise. Actually homered 2 days in a row in that series. Full count pitch on the ground right side. They shift him again. Octavio down at his ankles grabs it. Didn't need the shift there. Laskowski's retired to start the Bear 4th.
Bevins was trying to get it.
Yeah, he already cut him off once. I understand, though, with the shortstop running, got his momentum going towards first base. It's quicker, but Octavio had no trouble there. So now Kuda, pair of walks and a pair of runs scored for Wade in this one so far, including the tying run. Came around on the throwing error by Monteith, the third baseman. Swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Bartlett, the righty from Myrtle Beach, gets another swing through. Transferred in from Florence Darlington Tech, which is a prominent JUCO. 0-2 on Kuda. He's up in the box. Bartlett delivers. Ball 1.
Yeah, looks like he has strong stuff. Control seems like his only issue with 5 walks in his last 3 appearances, but no hits given up.
Landon Powell signals in the pitches from the first base dugout to fail the catcher. See what he cooks up here. It's a breaking ball, 2-2. Base is empty here in the bottom of the 4th. Kuda swings and misses and strikes out. Good piece of a bender there by Bartlett. 2 up and 2 down for the Bears here in the bottom of the 4th with Yanesta coming out. Drew, who developed a reputation here at LR when he first arrived for being a gym rat. He's always in the gym getting yoked, as they say. Takes strike 1 on the corner.
New Slingo.
He and Perino, 2 roommates, eat their cutlets, hit their homers, and drive in almost 100 runs combined between the 2 of them. 0-1. This one, there's number 100 for Drew Yanesta. Solo blast, got a hanger, didn't miss it. puts the Bears back in front 5-4. Two-out hits have been this team's offensive identity. And they're back in front here in the fourth.
Yeah, all 5 runs today have been with 2 outs.
They sure have. Now Clarno trying to follow up. Takes a pitch up. Ball 1. Already the 4th home run of the game. 2 for each side. No wind to speak of today. We mentioned that in the open, that if you're going to hit one today, you're going to earn it. And all 4 guys that have earned it.
Exactly.
1 for Atiles. That one flies to the backstop. 2-0. 3-run homer for Atiles. Solo shot for Ynesta, who has now tied Kuda for the team lead in home runs with 13. For North Greenville, it was Jordan Holiday and Corey Bivens back-to-back in the second. Holiday to right center field and Bivens to left. 2-0. Clarno trying to add his name to that list. He does. Back-to-back jacks for the Bears. Clarno takes a trot. And in the blink of an eye, it is 6-4. Only the second time all season the Bears have gone back-to-back.
Oh, I thought that'd be higher.
Right? Atiles already has one today. Strike 1 on the corner. 3, 4, and 5 in the Bear lineup, doing the work today. Bartlett, that just goes to show you that in this game, got the first 2 outs with ease. Got Laskowski to roll over, struck out Kuda. Was feeling pretty good about himself, I assume. And now, blinks and a couple pitches later, it's a 6-4 game. 0-2 on Atiles. Lewis strikes out. But the damage done for the Bears. 2 more home runs. Back-to-back jacks for Ynesta and Clarno. 6-4 LR as we head to the 5th on the Bear Sports Network.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
So, Freeble gets another inning of work here in the top of the 5th. And he's the pitcher of record right now, 6-4 Lenoir-Rhyne over North Greenville in the battle of heavyweights here in the Southeast region in 2022. Back-to-back home runs for Unesta and Clarno in the bottom of the fourth give the Bears the lead back. They jumped ahead 3-0, fell behind 4-3, tied it up 4-4, jumped ahead 6-4. We've had a lot of action here in this one so far. Freeble back for his third inning of relief work, already working on his longest outing of his career. And he's facing Monteith, Cash, and Holiday, 6, 7, and 8 here in this Crusader lineup. As North Greenville tries to battle back. This feels, obviously both these teams desperately want to win this game, but it feels like a bit more of a must-win for the Bears than it does the Crusaders.
Yeah, absolutely, especially after losing 12-1 the first time around. Not even being in the game after 3 batters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say, can you beat the top teams? And
well, find out here today. Yep. Monteith takes strike 2, top of the zone. Pat's punched out in both of his first 2 at-bats. He himself has left 5 men on base, 3 in the first and 2 in the second.
Yeah, so Freebo's got Monteith to end the second.
And he can't get him on this pitch to start the 5th.
It's probably the first time at LR that he's seen the same batter twice in an outing.
All 3 hits for North Greenville in this game came in that 4-run second inning. They've got 3 zeros and no hits outside of that 1/2 inning. Full count pitch, swing and a miss. Freeble gets him again. 3rd strikeout for Monteith and 7th for Bear pitching. So now Jax Cash, who started the game on the mound, and the scenario that you mentioned earlier, Jason, about him, the rule in college baseball, he started in the lineup, but now that he's been replaced on the mound, he can still be the DH in the lineup.
Yep, as long as you list him that way on the lineup
which is
card.
what they did, obviously. Landon Powell
obviously knows his stuff.
A little bit savvy, right?
Yep.
Jax beats the first pitch into the ground up the middle. Attile's on the big hop, transfers and makes a silky smooth play. 2 up and 2 down for Freeble, who has given the Bears life out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
If they didn't get a good outing from Freeble this time around, who knows where they'd be.
Absolutely. I mean, came in putting zeros on the board. He said perfect inning against him the first time and looking for his 3rd straight 0 here.
Already up for 3 1/3. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 44 pitches. Number 45 is a fastball for a called strike to Jordan Holiday, who went deep to right center field earlier, showcasing his opposite field power. That ball left in a hurry.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of rocketed home runs this year, but that one might be the fastest that I've seen at this park this year as far as time from contact to leaving the yard.
Yeah, that exo velocity was pretty high.
And it just barely made it over the wall. I thought it might hit the wall, but it
hit the white part
was
of the
just
fence.
tall enough to get into the trees.
The time I turned my head, it was at the fence.
You blink and you missed it.
If you blink again, then you miss the next one.
0-2 pitch is lined foul down the left field line. Barely.
What worries me is the 4th inning, and the first 6 hitters don't have a hit yet.
Yeah, feels like it's going to be hard to hold them off for 9 innings, right?
Yep.
It's been the bottom of the Crusader order that's done the damage. Both home runs came from the 8 and 9 man. There's another 1-2-3 inning for Ben Freeble. He set down 7 in a row out of the pen, has given the Bears his very best today. They're looking to stretch a 2-run lead when we head to the bottom of the 5th on the Bears Sports Network, presented by MBA Roofing.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here with Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac, your local hometown dealer since 1967. Come see us in Hickory or Morganton to check out all of GM's hottest new products, the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season. And remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
Emergencies don't wait. Get to the hospital. Accidents happen. Get well soon. When it hurts to move forward, tackle your pain. Don't make your health wait. See your doctor. Your health means everything.
New hurler alert for Crusaders of North Greenville. Carolina West called the bullpen, presented by our friends at Carolina West Wireless, the official wireless provider of the Bears. Brings the big righty Brent Herlong, 6'3", 205 from Lakeview, South Carolina. Been really, really good this year. 5-1, 18 appearances, 34 2/3, 1.82 ERA, giving up 7 earned runs in nearly 35 innings. Perino meets him, takes strike one.
You see that whip?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Only 5 walks in 34 2/3 innings.
30 strikeouts as well. Wears number 30 on his back and is ahead of Perino quickly 0-2.
Hasn't even walked anyone this month, almost in a month, since against Mount Olive on March 25th.
It's really, especially in collegiate baseball, all you can ask of relievers is to not walk people. Because if you can throw strikes, you can get people out.
Exactly, yep.
1 and 2.
Yeah, so when you get the walks and then you get the big solo home runs, comes into 3-run homers.
And you run into lineups like these two where maybe not walking people is not going to get the job done. But vast majority, Perino checks and does not go 2 and 2.
That had a lot of movement downward.
Nasty.
I don't know if it was
And
a
that's
slider
that's the guy at the plate with a good eye.
Yeah. I wish I was behind the plate and see that one.
Tony, right foot, the inside of the back of the batter's box. 2-2. On the ground, up the middle. Bivens charges on the green grass. There's a collision and the ball is loose. Perino's safe. Ball was up the line from Bivens, and Holiday and Perino crashed. There's really nothing either of them could do to avoid that there.
First, I'm glad everyone okay, it looks like.
It's two big men running into each other over there at first base.
2, as you said, the throw was up a little bit, but I think that's a hit.
I'm sure that Anthony Perino would appreciate that.
I might have to watch that replay, but we put his hit there and I have to rewatch it. Because he had a charge.
It's the 8th hit for the Bears. 2 of them for Perino. He's been on in all 3 at-bats. Bell swings through a first pitch up for strike 1.
Now, the same situation in the first inning, Wade was trying to put a sack button down. This time, Bell was swinging. Late in the game, early in the game, I didn't like it. But now, up a couple.
2-run lead. Do you think you need to bunt?
I would.
0-1. He doesn't bunt, and he sneaks it past Monteith into the left field corner. Perino digging for third. Well, he will be held up. Bell's got a double. Another one for him. 12th double of the season to lead the team, and the Bears are in business here in the bottom of the 5th, looking to add to a 2-run lead. All they needed was a dude that doesn't walk anyone and has a sub-2 ERA to come into the game to start hitting again.
Yeah.
Got back-to-back home runs in the 4th from Yonest and Clarno.
Well, the one drop-off when you don't walk is the teams know that, and they be aggressive, and you know everything's going to be around the plate.
See if Stober can get him moving. Maybe a bunt here. There you go. There's the safety squeeze. Perino flipped home and out.
Yeah.
Well done there.
Yeah, great play by Herlong.
By Herlong to spring off the mound. Safety squeezed it. Stober safe at first, but was just a little bit too much up the middle on the bunt there from Stober. Down the line, I think Tony's safe.
This is a great individual play. Stober did his job, got it down. Perino got a good jump on a safety squeeze. And
so Stober reaches on the fielder's choice. Perino out at home 1-2. And now Ramirez will try to get David Bell in from third. Still one out, runners on the corners. The inning certainly far from over for the Bears. Ramirez is 0 for 2. He bunts, pops up, and into the Crusaders' first base dugout for strike one.
Yeah. Ramirez was trying to get down, push it down the first base line, and Bell had just walking at that point if he got it down.
Nobody throwing in the Crusader pen.
Look at that hole with
Yeah.
Stowe being hold on at first, and
Holiday, the first baseman, holding. Octavio up the middle. The entire right side of the infield is wide open for Ramirez. 0-1. Bunts it. Gets it down. This will be a mishandle, and everybody's safe. Not sure he had a play anyway.
Yeah.
Herlong, after making a great play on the previous one, can't glove it. And the Bears have opened up a 3-run lead again, just like it was after an inning of play today.
And Holiday was coming after. No one was covering first. So easy hit in the books for Ramirez there.
So he gets an RBI.
Yep.
Number 6 on the season for him. And now, top of the order. It's the 10th hit for the Bears, third this inning. Stober just went to second. Corners are in for North Greenville. Laskowski takes on the corner, strike one.
Beginning of the year, Coach Rand wanted to play small ball with long ball.
Yeah.
Reversed it, long ball, then small ball. Huh?
But last year the Bears were so home run reliant, led the conference in home runs, and they felt like they left opportunities out there in 2021 because they weren't confident in their ability to go small.
Yep.
And that's different this year. It's been a point of emphasis all fall in the offseason, and now paying off here against the number 3 team in the country. Laskowski tipped foul, 0-2. Wonder if something's on here with 2 strikes. Monteith backs up. He was in front of the third base bag, but now a couple of steps behind.
With the lefty up, I don't think Stober ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. Laskowski up the middle, and it's grabbed, and Stober gets back. Heads up play there at second base by Stober as Bivens snuck in behind him. Almost got him, but
a great all-around play by Stober and Bivens for catching it and know the situation, didn't hesitate.
Yeah, Bivens had him played perfectly up the middle, and it was softly hit enough by Laskowski that Stober had the read on it to get back.
Yes, if you talk freeze on line drive, if Stober didn't at all, he would have been out.
Yeah.
Right, 2 outs. We've been
6 of the 7 runs in this one for the Bears have come with 2 outs. Kuda's been on twice with 2 walks. Takes a breaking ball in the outer half for strike one. 2 of the 7 scored by that man at the plate. Bears have left 5 on through 4. Trying to avoid making that 7 here. Kuda leans out. 1-1. And the pitch. Kuda off the end of the bat, spins it foul. Bounces back towards home plate off the bricks. 1-2 on Wade Kuda. Florida native from Orlando. Started his collegiate career in Florida. ends up here at Lenoir-Rhyne. Actually was the preseason second-team all-conference second baseman, and he's played every game in center field. 1-2, wave and a miss. He struck him out, and the side is retired. So, given the way the inning started for Herlong, giving up just one has to feel like a win. But he does give up a run, and the Bears are up 3 as we head to the 6th, 7-4 on the Bears Sports Network.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Bears still riding the Ben Friebel train here as we roll in the top of the 6th. Friebel already has his longest outing of his career at 3 2/3. Thrown 48 pitches, he's yet to give up a hit or a run. Just one base runner allowed by him via a walk. 5 strikeouts. Faces 9, 1, and 2 in the North Greenville lineup. Crusaders, no need to panic. Still 12 outs left, but things starting to get into the middle, later stages of this game. Down 3, but obviously they can put up 3 in a blink of an eye. Yep. Bivens, who already has a home run today, is down 0-2 quickly. All 3 hits for North Greenville in this game came in that 4-run second inning. Nothing other than that. Bears have weathered a couple different storms. Crusaders have left 7 men on. Friebel thought that was strikeout number 6 there.
Yeah, he did.
It was not. 1-2.
So 50-plus pitches for Ben today, which obviously is a season high.
Normally a closer type. There is strikeout number 6 a pitch later. Slider away. Gets Bivens flailing after it. He's the first out of the 6th. Eight in a row retired by Ben Friebel after the walk to Octavio, who now digs in for the 4th time. Joey Cobb started, only last in an inning and a third, had 5 walks, just didn't quite have his command. But 3 strikeouts got him out of some sticky situations early. And you go back to that first inning where North Greenville loaded the bases with nobody out, and Cobb was able to not even give up one single run in that situation. Octavio, 2-0. He has walked twice and reached on an error. It's just been a pest on the base pass for the Bears. A pest in the very best way if you're North Greenville.
His eye at the plate today has been pretty impressive.
Sometimes it's hard to tell exactly where the pitches miss. I did it again, Jason. I made that same mistake like a few weeks ago, trying to say pitch and miss at the same time. That pitch didn't miss. It's 2-1. You say 100,000 words in a broadcast, you're bound to mess up one of them, right? 2-1. Yeah. Octavio in the air, left field. Stober's first action. It's actually Kuda in the gap now who calls him off. 2 outs. How about Ben Friebel, Player of the Year? No reason to let him stop now.
No.
Keeps going. Stringer Middle of the order coming up, and you said it earlier, Jason. Octavio, that was the first time he's been retired today.
Yep.
He'd been on 3 times. Stringer has walked, Fail has walked, and Kloop has walked, but they don't have hits. Stringer lunges and taps the first pitch foul. Ethan's walk, strikeout, fielder's choice, which ended that 3rd inning when Freeble was in some hot water. Louisville transfer, Kentucky native. Freeble, the North Dakota native, misses up and in with the slider.
I think we talked a few weeks about Coach Rand coming in the games and all the decisions he had to make. I wonder if this was on his decision when to pull Ben Freeble in the 4th inning of work on his list coming into the game. Probably not.
I asked Coach Ram before the game what the pitching plan is, and he goes, perfect game. What do you mean?
Well, probably with 9 different guys, maybe,
2-1 on Stringer.
Because last game they used, 8 different pitchers in 8 innings?
The plan is always a perfect game, is what he told me.
Maybe one of those pitchers has to be pulled at the 7 in a perfect game.
I was going to ask you about that, 2-1. What do you think about I assume you're talking about Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah.
Pulled after 7 perfect innings and 80 pitches. What do you think?
He ain't pulling me. I'm going back out there. You have to cut me to pull me.
I'm with you there. I mean, I get it. If it's 120 pitches or it's 100 pitches,
I
he's coming off a UCL surgery. I get it.
I don't.
But it's 80,
Yeah, definitely 80.
Stringer, a pop-up, foul ground. Perino gives it a look into the bullpen, and it's foul. Out of play.
Even if he was at 100, 110, I would say if you want to go, if I'm a coach, you go as soon as you give up a walk hit, you coming out.
It's April, though.
Yeah,
I mean, you need Clayton Kershaw in August.
I don't care. There's only 23 perfect games.
Again, I hear you. I'm with you because it was 80 pitches.
I don't care if it was 110 pitches.
Full count on Ethan Stringer. Freeble turning in the highlight of the year out of the Bear bullpen, but the streak of 9 in a row retired, broken there by the second walk of the day to Stringer, and now Fails coming up with 2 outs. Tying run still in the on-deck circle. The Bears up 7-4 on North Greenville.
It's crazy. You bat 345 as a team, and you have 9th most walks in the nation. You're going to score a lot of runs.
Yeah.
They do.
They sure do. Coming into today, well, now including today, 428 runs. It's not even.
That was
playing 43 games.
Yeah,
Runner goes, pitches low. Clarno throwing, didn't have a chance to get him.
Yeah.
Really good jump there by Ethan Stringer, who steals second base. His 6th steal of the year.
Yeah, third most runs in the nation coming in today. Bears have 11th most.
I mean, you do the math. 428 runs in 44 games.
Yep.
We're no mathematicians here, but I think that's over 10 a game. The 0-1 pitch is poked to left field, right field. Bell at the wall, reaches up and grabs it. Ooh, Fail almost made this a 1-run game, but missed it. And the side is retired. Freeble, unbelievable out of the pen. Another 0 on the board. Bears going to hit in their half of the 6th coming up next on the Bear Sports Network.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Unesta and Clarno hit back-to-back jacks in the fourth the last time they came up, and they are the first two up here in the bottom of the sixth. Their Bears up 3, 7-4 against the number 3 team in the country, the Crusaders of North Greenville. Unesta takes a pitch up from Brent Herlong, back out for a second inning of relief work after giving up a single run in the fifth. Gave up 3 hits but stranded 2 men on base and was helped out by his own defensive play at the plate. Unesta takes a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, only one of them 3 hits left the infield, though.
Single by Perino, double by Bell was the one that left. Unesta watches it miss away.
We watched that Pinero a bat. He would have been safe at first, I believe. So Blevins charged and came up throwing quickly, quick release, and just didn't get much on the throw.
Unesta upset with himself, I think, that he didn't take that one on the leg. 3-1 the count. And the pitch probably went after ball 4 upstairs there. Full count.
He was thinking home run 14, though.
Sure was. Hit number 13 probably 20 minutes ago. They shift him left. Octavio, second baseman, in shallow left center field. Tons of room on the right side. 3-2 is sent to the right side. Out of play, foul.
So what? Him and Kudos 3 behind Campbell now?
Yeah, we saw Tyler Campbell from UVA Wise here a couple weekends ago, and that was an impressive display of power for the sack leader in home runs.
He hit 16 over the weekend.
Did he? I assumed he would. 3-2. Unesta the other way. Kloop back at the wall, and he grabs it on the warning track. Unesta gave it a ride.
Yeah.
Beat the analytics going the other way, but didn't beat Marek Kloop. And he's the first out of the bottom of the sixth.
Kloop chasing that ball was effortless. He just
had a beat on it the whole way. He knew it wasn't gone. He knew exactly how much time he had.
Yep. Pretty impressive.
Dude's a ball player. Now Clarno.
Extended hitting streak to 11 games with that bomb.
A couple of RBI doubles in the Carson Newman series.
Had doubles in each of the games, so 4 straight games with extra base hits.
Really turned it on of late.
439 in April. Coming in today.
1-1 the count. Nick, the Georgia native, started his collegiate career at North Georgia. And now is here in Hickory. Beats it into the ground left side. Deep in the hole is Bivens. Has to hurry. And hurry just enough. Really good play for the strong-armed Bivens. 2 away.
Yeah, North Georgia hurt himself this weekend with 2 losses to Augusta. As a Bears fan, that's good.
They're also in the mix in the Southeast region.
The Peach Belt.
That is, of course, where Columbus State is leading the pack. At Tilles, I think that pitch went behind him.
Again?
And again, he's upset with himself that he didn't just take it. That would have been a lot of cushion there. The rear end was the one that took it.
I saw that. That was a highlight this weekend, too. Someone got hit there.
Yes. Lewis, who hit a 3-run home run in the first inning of this game, really set the tone offensively. Waves and misses 1-1. Enjoying a healthy 2022. Bears certainly enjoying him in the lineup off the end of the bat foul. Broke his leg on the 11th hour before the 2021 season started and missed the entire year. But
everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad he's here this year.
And has been just excellent wherever he's hit in the lineup. He's hit about 5 different spots. Today he's hitting 5th. He's hit leadoff. He's hit 2nd. Hit cleanup. It's been useful wherever Chris Ramirez has penciled him in. 2-2. Delivery from Herlong, fouled off. Octavio, you see him, second baseman, is directly behind second base against the Tilles, who rolls another foul ball left side. flag out there in left center field is limp. There is really no wind to speak of.
In the first inning, Tabor was more his typical second base spot for Tillies, but
Runners on base in that situation.
yeah, we did too, of course, with the 3-run home run. But
another 2-2. Tilly's on the ground, right to Octavio up the middle. Had him played perfectly and throws him out to retire the side. Chalk up a point for the analytics. Bears down in order in the 6th. We're 2/3 of the way done. LR looking to take home a signature win over number 3, North Greenville. So we head to the 7th on the Bear Sports Network.
If you play hard, if you use your feet to chase fitness goals, if you stand all day at work, introducing True Energy infrared technology socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
Still Ben Freeble time, top of the 7th. Already pitched 4 2/3 innings of relief work, facing Kloop, Center, and Monteith here in the top of the 7th. Clarno's trying to get his chest protector and technology all situated. If you've watched LR Baseball on the Bear Sports Network this year, you know all about the new technology that's allowed in college baseball starting this season. Pitching coach Derek Beasley gets on a walkie-talkie and relays the pitch call to Clarno, who then signals it into the pitcher, but he's got a little earpiece in. And sometimes it malfunctions, as technology often does. Marek Kloop, this is how you want to face him. Leading off an inning with nobody on.
yes.
Takes ball 1 down. Czech Republic native is hitting .441 this season. This is the end of the season. These aren't some fluky numbers. Golfed after it, calling a strike.
636 in 11 games this month. I can't even do that in the show.
Hey, man, you turn your sliders up on the show, you hit about 236. 1-1. Slider up. Kloop doesn't like it. These North Greenville batters have been fairly aggressive with the home plate umpire in the box today. Perhaps used to getting a little bit more than they're getting today. I guess that attitude might come along when you're 37-6 and number 3 in the country. A little understandable. 1-2.
I thought it was a little high.
Well, they're not going to get every pitch right. There's
absolutely.
been several that have gone North Greenville's way as well. 2-2.
Yeah.
I've thought the umpire's done a fine job today.
I agree.
There hasn't been anything glaring that I thought they missed.
Not as good as the last weekend series.
Wow. You are the president of the UVA-wise umpire crew fan club.
I submitted them to come back this weekend.
Full count on Kloop.
Big series this weekend. Big.
Right now, Bears in 3rd in the sack. Rail Splitters of Lincoln Memorial in 4th.
But tied in the loss column. The only reason they had a game against Wingate canceled.
Yeah, and they might have to make that up if it's going to have an impact on the standings. Kloop a mile high, right field. David Bell camps and retires. The big cleanup hitter for the Crusaders. This is artistry out of the pen for Freeble.
It's a little young bat boy they got over there. That's pretty cool.
Not a bad gig.
Nope.
Travel on the road with top 5 team in the country.
Maybe learn something.
Yeah. Wasting your time if you're not. Josh Center doesn't take. Hits a ball down the left field line. Stober was playing in the next county over in the gap. Center's on his way to second where he is safe. Looked like a fairly routine ball off the bat, but Stober was pretty far into the gap and had to run it down towards the line. Center's got a double, and that is the first hit for North Greenville in this game outside of that 4-run second inning.
Yeah, it was strange sound off the bat. Maybe thought it was hit better than it was. I don't know. Tough angle for us to see, but Stober didn't get a good jump on that one, that's for sure.
11th double of the year for Center, who has an RBI already in this game. Monteith will try to turn around his day at the plate, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
So, as you said, it was North Greenville's 4th hit. They've had 5 hits in 5 games as a season low. But 4 of them games were 7-inning games.
Wanda Monteith is flared to center. Kuda over. Bell calls him off, makes the catch. Tagging at second is Center, where he will be safe at third. He overslid the bag and he's out!
Yes.
Third base coach can't believe it, but he overslid the bag. The umpire's right on top of that one. That's the pitching coach, Hunter Dilworth, I think, out there. And the umpires are going to not get together. Center standing at third base in disbelief, but I mean, what are they going to do? The field umpire's standing right on top of that ball. He overslid the base. You got a replay here. It was darn close. Let's see. All our replays presented by our friends at Spangler Restoration. Did he Oh, I don't know. His foot came off there for a second, but I think it was back on when Ramirez tagged him. Close. And Landon Powell's out there arguing, but the foot did come off the bag, but I don't think the ball was there yet. And Landon Powell's out there talking with the umpires. I mean, I don't really know what he expects them to say.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, it's either his
foot
was
call.
off. Yeah,
he saw the foot off and the tag on.
Yeah,
he was right there, so it's not like you can't say he was out of position.
Yeah. I mean, are they going to change the call?
No, Crusaders are coming on the field. They can't change it because it's a judgment call. I mean, how long is he going to? Yeah.
I mean, Center's still standing out there at third base.
Yeah.
Whoa. And they're not going to change it. They're calling him out. I mean, I don't know what they expected.
Yeah, I mean, it was a judgment call. We don't have replay at this level. He was right on top of it. Good play by Ramirez, really good.
Yeah, to stick with it.
Yep.
Throw came in from Bell. How about that for an outfield assist for David Bell?
Yep.
We head to the bottom of the 7th. New pitcher coming up for North Greenville on the Bear Sports Network.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
So we're back here on the Bear Sports Network. We're going to take one more look at this slow motion replay. The more I look at it, the more I think the umpires actually got it right. Replay is presented by Spangler Restoration. Let's see. Watch the left foot there on the bag. It's off right there. And it's hard to, you can't tell from that angle whether or not the tag is on him. So, man. Talk about some camera work there. Good job, Anthony Brown, our camera op. Malik Ellis punching the buttons here on the replay. Good stuff, men.
Absolutely. Great job, guys.
Perino leads it off here in the bottom of square 7, facing Tristan Hudson. Actually, no, not Tristan Hudson.
Yeah, that's who.
Is it Tristan Hudson?
Yeah.
They had some different numbers on their with their gray jerseys, but this is Hudson. It's listed as an infielder,
Yeah, no, that's
so
what
that's
threw me
what
off.
threw me off. 19th appearance. ERA is a meager 0.64 for Mr. Hudson.
Yeah.
2-1 on Anthony Perino. Tristan, redshirt senior from Salem, South Carolina, another D1 transfer from West Virginia. Big 12 guy. Skips in 3-1. 3 saves, so he is the closer. 28 innings pitched, 10 hits, 2 earned.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid line there.
31 strikeouts, 14 walks.
Team's hitting 111 off him.
Perino takes strike 2. Thought it was ball 4. Now we'll have to put the evil shield back on the left leg, and will certainly take a little while to do that. So a double play to end the top of the 7th. And Perino down the right field line, slicing into foul ground. Holiday gives chase, gives way to Kloop, who grabs it in foul ground for the first out. So a foul out for Anthony Perino. Now David Bell, double and a run scored in the 5th. Strike 1. Bell swings through the 2nd, misses it. Hudson from Salem, South Carolina, went to Seneca High School. Pitched in the middle game of the Emmanuel series, and he dispatches of Bell quickly on 3 pitches. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. Bears up 7-4 in this top 25 matchup between the Bricks. Longest outing this year is 3 innings for Hudson. Did that twice in his first 2 outings of the season against Francis Marion and Mississippi College. That was back in February. Stober waves and misses. That's nasty.
That's 5 straight swings and misses.
0-2 on Bryce Stober quickly. I'd stick with that pitch. He does. Bounces it in. Fail bodies it up 1-2. And 1-2. Stober waves and misses and is down on strikes. So Hudson trying to get his team fired up as he heads back to the dugout. 1-2-3 7th. We head to the 8th. 6 outs stand between the Bears and a signature win here on the Bear Sports Network.
I'm Rob with Center Street Eats. We're located at 2250 North Center Street in Viewmont. We offer fast dine-in, carry-out service. Usually your prepared meals at lunch from 11 to 3 are ready within 5 minutes. Center Street Eats also offers prepared meals and snacks, protein bars, smoothies, and so much more. We can accommodate most allergy restrictions and can adjust our weekly menu to comply with the most current trending diets like keto and paleo. Street Eats has helped fuel the sports programs at Lenoir-Rhyne for over 10 years now. We work with every program on campus, and we look forward to working with them again.
top 8. After we got off to a slow start timing-wise in this game, we've certainly picked up
Absolutely.
here in top of the 8, 7, 8, 9. Ben Friebel still toeing the rubber for the Bears. We have a pinch hitter here for North Greenville. It's Zach Zara pinch hitting for Cash, who exits. He started the game on the mound, went 1 for 3 at the plate, and gets pinch hit for here to lead off the 7th. These are the bottom 3 guys in the order that have done the lion's share of the damage. 3 out of the 4 runs scored, and 3 out of the 4 runs driven in for the Crusaders of North Greenville. From the bottom 3 guys in the lineup, Bears have weathered the storm of that top and middle of this powerful Crusader lineup. Friebel's behind 3-0 to Zara, sophomore from Bethpage, New York. Is there any famous golf courses there, Jason? Don't think so, right?
No. Curious if they want to get a lefty point of view from Friebel.
Yeah, Friebel's been mowing down the righties. Throws strike 1 across the heart of the plate there.
You would think Friebel would struggle more against the lefties, but lefties come in today just 1 for 11 against them.
Zara hitting 277 and 47 at-bats this year. 3-1. Back to the screen. Friebel fighting hard. Full count. Bears can sense it in the dugout now, I think.
Yeah, six outs away. It's going to be tough outs.
Yes, they are. Michael Allen and Spencer Floyd are both up and probably ready at a moment's notice if things go bad for Friebel, but there's been no indication of that. Zara stays alive again.
Yeah, because this will be pitch number 80. Obviously, season high, probably career high, definitely career high. When's the last time he's pitched 80 pitches? Maybe summer. We don't know.
Normally a closer type.
Yep.
Came in the 2nd inning and has been on the mound for the Bears ever since.
Definitely didn't have that on my bingo card.
No,
today.
I did not. 5 2/3. Just 1 hit allowed. And there's the 3rd walk. Very, very close, down and away.
Look who's coming up here, another lefty.
Well, Landon Powell's trying to change things up here. Obviously, what North Greenville has been doing against Friebel from the right side hasn't been working.
Yeah, you're taking a guy out that's homer today. So
yeah, Holiday had a 2-run homer in the 2nd. All 4 runs for North Greenville in 1 inning. They have 1 hit outside of that 4-run 2nd inning. This pinch hitter is Darian Whitaker. Strike 1. Darian,
you got some good eyes. I still can't see the number.
Freshman from Charlotte, wears number 23.
Well, thank you, sir. Very nice of you.
It's one thing I was blessed with was good eyesight. Yes, that in my line of work, that's kind of important.
Yeah.
Ball and a strike on Darian.
I still got 20/20 eyesight. I just couldn't see the numbers. A few more years I got. Guess they say once you turn 42, your eyesight goes down.
Relish them while you've got it, my friend.
Yeah. 2 more years left, according to my doctor.
2 more years left till you go blind, Jason. Darian this season in 21 games and 46 at-bats is hitting .283, 13 for 46 with 4 doubles, home run, and 13 RBIs. I mean, these are the bench guys for North Greenville that are still raking.
Yeah, but analytics say, hey, get in there. And 1 for 1 in the decision so far.
2-1.
On the count.
Yeah, the strike zone seems to be shrinking a touch here on Friebel here in the 8th.
It always does when you need a couple more outs to win.
Right. Whitaker hard foul into his dugout. 2-2. Charlotte, kind of the middle point between these two schools. A little bit. Drive out of your way on I-85, but Darian decided to go south to Tigerville. Runner goes 2-2. Check the swing, went around, and lost it on the transfer. Strike 3. He definitely did go around. That was the correct call. We have the angle to see that. Whitaker went too far around, strikes out, and said that Nick Clarno lost the ball in the transfer when he was trying to throw to second instead of a drop third strike. I don't know what Landon Powell's. I mean, I understand he's losing, so he's not going to be. He's a little ornery, but
I think he wants check swing. Not him to call it, appeal it. But again, you only have 2 umpires in this.
Right. Normally, conference game you have 3 umpires, so the field is covered a little better, but only 2 in the non-conference games. So Whitaker down on strikes, which was the correct call. But a stolen base for Zara. He's at second. 2 outs now, 1 out for Bivens, who skies it a mile high. Ramirez gives chase, and it's out of play.
Gotta get Bivens here. Don't want 2 runners on with going to the top of the order, or worst case, a run in.
Yep. You got to think that it's just a matter of time before
I don't want to see Fail
and Kloop.
Yeah, I don't want to see him this inning. We don't want to see him in the 9th, but I guess we have to.
That's how this game works. There's a high drive center field deep. Kuda back, looks up. It is a 1-run game. 2 home run day for Bivens in the 9-hole. Has cut this down to 7-6. Wow.
Yep. Remember a few innings ago I said first to 8. Please don't say I'm right.
Bivens hits home runs number 7 and 8 today. And the bottom of the order for North Greenville continues to carry the team on their backs here.
Wish they had a third left-handed pinch hitter.
Still the lead, though, for the Bears, 7-6.
All
is not lost.
Nope, 5 outs to get.
Octavio kind of resets.
Hey, this is a closing situation. He's good for these.
Right, except now he's probably worn down.
So it's 88 pitches. He's fine.
Clayton Kershaw, he'd be out. First pitch missed inside to Octavio, who's only been retired once.
Yeah. If we said we were in this situation 3 hours ago, we'd be thrilled. So
2-0 on Gehrig. Hawaii native, transferred in from Murray State College. It's a lineup that's filled with transfers. 2-1. Time called. Somebody needs to buy Ben Friebel a steak dinner after this performance that he's put in. Maybe Joey Cobb should be the one. There's a strike on the outer half, 2-2.
this will be the 23rd pitch I've ever seen today.
Wow.
It's a pretty good lead.
He's selective. There's pitch number 23 down low, and number 24 is a big one, full count.
So this is his 5th at bat. So 3 of the bats has gone 3-2. That's what you ask your leadoff guy to do, right? And
100%.
Get on 500% of the time too,
which he does.
Yep. And he still doesn't have a hit.
2 walks, reached on an error, full count. Fastball. Ooh.
That's twice this inning.
Guess outside.
Clinton thought twice this inning that they got him.
Ooh. Close.
Yeah, I can't tell from up here.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be outside, right?
Yeah, obviously, height-wise, it was good.
And
hey, how do you lay off it?
Certainly wasn't inside.
I guess when his
and
eye
now, I think the day
who do you go to, Floyd?
Is finally done.
I would say Allen probably.
Got to be an Allen time, right?
Yeah.
Coach Ram has made his way out, and the Carolina West call to the bullpen coming, and this ovation that Ben Friebel is getting from his teammates is well earned.
Yep.
Bears going to the pen. We'll tell you who's coming out of it after this break, clinging to a 1-run lead in the 8th on the Bears Sports Network.
I'm Rob with Center Street Eats. We're located at 2250 North Center Street in Viewmont. We offer fast dine-in and carry-out service. Usually your prepared meals at lunch from 11 to 3 are ready within 5 minutes. Center Street Eats also offers prepared meals and snacks, protein bars, smoothies, and so much more. We can accommodate most allergy restrictions and can adjust our weekly menu to comply with the most current trending diets like keto and paleo. Street Eats has helped fuel the sports programs at Lenoir-Rhyne for over 10 years now. We work with every program on campus, and we look forward to working with them again.
Well, things have tightened up here in the top of the 8th. A 2-run home run from Corey Bivens has cut this LR lead to 1 run. It's 7-6 Bears over North Greenville. And Jason, this is exactly how a top 20 game at this stage of the season should be, right?
Yep, a lot of highs and lows, big clutch hits, big clutch pitches. Absolutely. This is a situation we wanted to be in 3 hours ago, so let's just finish the job.
Here we are. Cannon Butler making his 16th appearance of the season. Sidearming graduate student righty from the Triangle, from Apex, North Carolina. 3.07 ERA, 14 2/3, giving up 15 hits, 21 strikeouts to 6 walks. Facing the teeth of the order, 2, 3, and 4. 1 out, 1 on. Top 8. Ethan Stringer. Pair of walks in this game. North Greenville still searching for their first hit of the game from somebody that is in the top 6 in their lineup. Yet here they are, down just a run off the foot of Stringer. Foul ball, strike 1.
I would not expect that 3 hours ago either. Oh for 16 in the top 6, but they have
a lot of walks in there.
8 walks, and only 4 strikeouts.
Uncharacteristically high walk day for Bear pitching. Butler zings it past Stringer, 0-2.
Yeah, Bears walked 10 guys at Limestone, 8 at home against Goldie Balcom one game, so second most this season.
That Goldie Beacom game, that was a long game. 0-2. Pop straight up, right side. Perino looking. Butler also looking. And they run out of room. Everybody resets. I look over to Octavio. I was about to say, can't forget about Octavio over there. Will take off in any situation.
And you think 0-2, you think something off speed, something out of zone, down and away. Good pitch to run on here, especially when you run 103 times this year.
2 stolen bases in the game for North Greenville today. 0-2. Stringer fights it off again. That's a tough, high fastball there that he gets the barrel to at least tip it.
And I like that call in 0-2 because if he was going, it would have been a good pitch to throw on for Nick. And then come with something down and away.
Ground ball here would go a long way. Time called at the plate by Stringer. He's played a really solid left field as well today. Been busy out there.
Turns 25 in June. One of the older guys, I would say, in Division II.
That's a COVID grad transfer years at work right there.
Yeah, his first year in Louisville was 2017. I was still in my mid-30s.
I was still in high school. 0-2. I was starting college, I guess.
Spencer Floyd was in middle school.
There's a big swing and a miss. Huge strikeout for Cannon Butler. The next best thing after a double play. 2 outs in the 8th. Fail coming up. Freeble responsible for Octavio on first. Love to see him get this win.
Absolutely.
Certainly deserved it. Fail walked twice, once intentionally, struck out and flown out. Butler grooves in strike one. Stober as deep as you can be in left. All 3 outfielders at no doubles.
Yeah, no doubles. 2 outs. Keeps the tying run from scoring.
Tying run on first. 0-1. Fastball. Clarno has to take the mask off and examine the baseball. Can't believe he didn't get that call.
Earlier in the game was North Greenville. One of the talk and help change the tide a little bit here because now LR thinks the zone's getting a little tight.
There's been some very close pitches, and obviously we can't, from our angle, only thing we can do is check swings on lefties.
It's been consistent.
One and one on John Michael Fail. From Boiling Springs, South Carolina. One of the few in this lineup that has been with North Greenville his entire collegiate career. 2-1. That one, you could tell from where we were sitting, was off the plate.
Yeah.
Perino holds Octavio on at first. Fairly modest lead. Don't want to run yourself into an out here with Fail at the plate. And they'll take a look at him anyway. Cannon Butler, 2 outs. These are the situations that he decided to use this last year for. Ground ball left side. Ramirez off the heel, picks it up, and everybody's safe. Tough play there for Ramirez. Tried to make it move into his left, and it just spun out of his glove. Fail keeps the inning alive. That was his task, to get Kloop coming up. And this is it right here. E5 there on Eric Ramirez.
So, do you walk him and load the bases? I mean,
Center doubled in his last at-bat.
No, I know it's picking poison, but base hit, it ties it.
Yeah.
If you do walk, base hit gives him the lead.
I think you take your chances. As much as that could be a freezing cold take in about 5 minutes.
I wonder what the analytics say. I would say walk. I think I would have done it. But I think the Cook call.
He's 0 for 3 with a walk today.
Yep.
And
I hope I'm wrong. I hope
there's not many games this year with a 0 in the hit column for Mr. Kloop. 1-0.
He's 10-game hitting streak, reached base today, so that extends that to 39. Now do you talk about the intentionally walk?
Derek Beasley might.
Yep. 2-0. Don't give in. So he extended his streak to 39 straight games with his walk. But his hitting streak hopefully snaps at 10.
So 2-0 on Kloop. They're going to still pitch to him.
Yeah,
Now I might be with you.
Yeah,
Now that you've fallen behind him, you know, if you throw strike one, then you maybe get a little confidence. I don't know. Not that Cannon Butler doesn't have confidence, but 2-0. There's strike one.
Coming right after him. I thought maybe it'd be the intentionally walk, but seems like he was taken all the way there. I wonder if he thought the same thing.
Yeah. The chess match is afoot here. 2 on, 2 out. Tying run at second base. Pitch inside. 3-1. Now, I mean, obviously you don't want to load the bases and put more runners on, but
he's all-American.
This is like the Southeast Region Player of the Year at the plate. In a favorable count. A lot of anxiety in the park right now. 3-1. Ball 4. So, for the third time tonight, North Greenville's loaded the bases. See if Josh Center can tie or give the Crusaders their first lead since it was 4-3 back in the second inning. Two-run home run by Bivens cut it to a one-run game. Since then, it's been walk, strikeout, error, walk. Centers.
Yeah, strike one.
1 for 4 with a double. That was the only hit for North Greenville in this game up until the Bivens home run since the second inning. But that strike one so important.
Yep.
Cannon Butler, the seasoned vet on the mound. 0-2. Center goes down to a knee to try to pimp this one.
Yeah, he just missed that one.
Whew. This is the biggest pitch of the season right here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Coming from Cannon Butler, their leader. He got him on strikes. Butler leaves him loaded and holds on to the lead. How clutch have the Bear pitchers been tonight when it's mattered the very most? Butler getting some deserved props there. Bears looking for some insurance, up a run as we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Hudson back to the hill. 9-1-2. Bears up a run on North Greenville. 7-6. This is exactly what we expected, exactly what we hoped for in this battle of heavyweights here in the Southeast region. Ramirez takes tight ball 1. Eric's 1 for 3, infield single in the 5th. Goes after a pitch away, 1-1. And the 1-1. Eric takes a breaking ball, drops in. How about that late movement there? You can see why Hudson's ERA is sub-1. He dispatched of the Bears quickly in the 7th, and now is doing the same here in the 8th. Until now, Ramirez, goodbye. Eat my words. Doubles the lead.
All right, that's the 8th I wanted. So,
hey, 1st to 8, Jason.
Yep. What do you think? He just left one this hung.
It's a breaking ball,
Yeah,
hanging breaking ball. Second one the Bears have knocked out of the park on a hanging breaking ball today. Yanesta got the first one.
After the pitch before, holy.
Wow. Talk about a bounce back for Ramirez after he was made to look silly the pitch before. Got his knees buckled and then goes deep for the second series in a row. Laskowski thought he got hit by the pitch there. It actually hit the umpire. And the count is 2-0.
Just the second home run Hudson's given up all year.
Wow.
What was that?
What a game. Second one for Ramirez in as many games. 3-0 on Laskowski.
So that's the Bears. Bears' 4th home run of the game.
Yanesta, Clerno, Atziles, Ramirez. 7 of the 8 have come from the big fly. Laskowski tosses the bat and cannot believe that was called a strike at the top of the zone. Neither can I. Goodness. After the squeeze job in the 8th. Or I should say in the top of the 8th. We're still in the 8th.
You said we were moving along, then we just stopped.
Right. Laskowski on the ground right side. Octavio on the big bounce. Mishandled it for a second, but got Laskowski by a step. 1 gone. What a big insurance run. That's Eric Ramirez in the 9-hole. That's been the theme of the game. The 9 hitters, 3 combined home runs, 2 for Bivens for North Greenville, and Ramirez gets a massive insurance tally here in the bottom of the 8th.
Combined the 4 for 8 with 5 RBIs, 3 home runs.
1-1 on Kuda.
Kuda's only Bear without a hit today.
Pretty remarkable. And he gets plunked in the middle of the back there. He walked twice before that and now got hit right above the 8 on his back.
Initially, I thought I got him in the helmet. Glad I got him up there at the back, though.
He turned into it.
Yeah.
That does not feel good, especially in this chillier weather. It's dips down, hovering right around 50 degrees. 52 right now.
Warmer than we started. Started at 51.
Sun just recently set 7 minutes ago at 8:01. 8:08 local time here in Hickory, NC. Yanesta already has a home run in this game. Strike 1 on the outer half. I think Cannon Butler's going back out for the save chance here in the 9th when Crusaders come back up. Yanesta down 0-2. Hudson, just the second home run he's given up all season long. To Ramirez here in the bottom of the 8th. Yanesta, 1-2. Kuda takes off. Ynesta takes strike 3, and Kuda is safe at second base. Ynesta punched out. Kuda takes second. Clairno with a chance to drive him in. Clairno, one of the 4 Bears that hit a home run. Went back-to-back with Ynesta in the 4th. A laser. Most of his home runs are low to the ground. Not many towering ones. He's just such a line drive hitter. Sometimes when he runs into one, it just goes right out. And as I say that, he pops one up to right field. They can't find it. Octavio snags it and saves a run. The new right fielder out there, Whitaker, lost it in the lights. And lucky for him, his buddy Octavio, the second baseman, was rangy enough to grab it to retire the side. Butler looking to close out a signature win for the Bears, who are up 2 with 3 outs left on the Bears Sports Network.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Bears 3 outs away from their first top 5 victory since March of 2021. It hasn't been that long. Catawba came here number 3 in the country and got beat by the Bears last season, but this would be the first this season for Lenoir-Rhyne. Cannon Butler back out for the save. And given the way his season started, had some health concerns, missed the first couple weeks of the season, got the clean bill. He's pitched really well and now pitching in a very, very important spot for Lenoir-Rhyne. Obviously, the league games maybe are the most important, but these in-region games, especially when you're trying to vie for the NCAA tournament, just as important. Monteith, Zara, Whitaker coming up.
If it wasn't important,
Strike
Freebo wouldn't be throwing 80 pitches.
There you go.
And Hudson wouldn't be in for his second inning for North Greenville.
No, this is definitely a game, obviously, that both desperately want, but that the Bears need more than the Crusaders do.
Yes, 100% agree with that.
North Greenville, barring a complete collapse in the Conference Carolinas tournament and their last week of the regular season, pretty much in at this point. Bears should feel good about where they are right now, but still can build their resume more. Strike 2 in the inner half to Monteith, who's 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts and a flyout.
For me, it puts them ahead of Newberry, that lost to North Greenville twice.
Yeah.
So if it comes down to us two, this win means a lot.
And perhaps there will be a meeting between those two in the SAC tournament. 1-2, down, 2-2.
It could be on Saturday in the semifinals if everything stays the same. We'll talk more about that this weekend.
Yes, SAC baseball tournament coming up last weekend of April at Smoky Stadium. in Kodak, Tennessee, where the Tennessee Smokies play. Double-A of the Chicago Cubs. 2-2.
Oh, that's
just a touch tight. Full count.
He's been consistent. Just, I think, consistently small comes from both teams. Which I'm good with, He's consistent.
I'm sure there's some fans with rooting interest both ways at home that disagree with you. Full count. Hits him off the foot. And you hope Monteith is okay. Appears to be. I think it hit him in the right foot, the right-handed batter's box. So Butler lets the full count pitch get away from him there. The leadoff man is aboard. Tying run coming to the plate now for North Greenville. How big is that Ramirez home run now that Butler's put the first man on?
Absolutely. Now we got a couple lefties up. Lefties do hit about 110 high off of Butler this year. Oh, ground ball right here.
It's Zach Zara, who walked in his pinch hit at bat, or plate appearance, I should say, in the 8th, and scored on the Bivens home run, so it was productive. Right down the chute, strike one. Zara's an infielder. Bats lefty, throws righty. He is the tying run. Swings through the 0-1.
He was trying to tie it right there.
It's pitch number 27 for Cannon Butler. 93 pitches from Freeble, 61 from Cobb. 3 arms tonight for the Bears. 0-2. He got him on strikes. Punched him out on the corner. 1 gone. Too close to take there if you're Zara.
Yes, I agree.
Now Whitaker got bailed out defensively by Octavio to end the bottom of the 8th. Lost the ball in the lights. Luckily for North Greenville, it was shallow enough that Octavio was able to run it down. Strike one.
For me, I'm glad Holiday's not at the plate.
2-run home run for him earlier. He was lifted in the 8th in favor of Whitaker, who struck out. 0-1. Away. Ball and a strike. Ramirez about 3 steps behind the third base bag. Outfield deep. 2-1. Whitaker takes down and in. $11 left on base for North Greenville. The Bears hold on to this one. Crusaders will be kicking themselves on the bus ride home. 2-1. Way behind it was Whitaker. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Even in the first matchup, they with 2 outs, they only went 1 for 7 with 2 outs with runners on base.
The Bears have left 8 on, so they haven't been super great in that category as well, but they have hit 4 home runs.
But they have, 6 runs with 2 outs?
Yeah. 2 strikes. Whitaker stays alive. What a big spot for a true freshman to be in here. Darian Whitaker. Tying run is at home plate right now, with Butler firmly in control. Two. Full count. Don't want to forget about Monteith at first base there, but that's a modest lead.
Yeah.
Not going to run himself into an out here, especially with the tying run at the plate.
Especially the lefty. I kind of hope Anthony was behind him, but I understand why he's not.
Full count.
Oh,
Ball 4. Woo! Close. Butler misses a touch off the plate, and now the tying run is aboard. This is not the man you want to see at the plate. Corey Bivens, 2-homer night already.
Yeah, obviously you've seen the ball well today. All April, as you said, came in 500 this month. Nice to have your 9-hitter hitting 500.
Yeah, there are worse problems to have. 2 for 4, those 2 home runs and a strikeout and a foul out other than that.
So most teams use your, probably 5-man.
Perfect location on the first pitch from Butler, strike 1.
Again, working ahead is key right here.
Not worrying about Monteith out there at second. Working ahead is the key, 0-2. Lenoir-Rhyne has shattered the South Atlantic Conference single-season strikeout record.
Yes.
Had 503 coming into today.
With at least
14 more. Looking for 15 there, but missed, 1-2.
Yeah, North Green was only struck out 12 times in 5 games, and two of them against us. Struck out 12 in game 1, and 14 tonight.
Just add it to the list of remarkable accomplishments by this LR Bears team here in 2022.
About 2 outs away from adding another one.
Yep. Work to do, though.
Yep.
1-2 on Bivens the pitch. In the dirt, 2-2. That record didn't stand for very long. It was set by Tusculum in 2019.
Yeah, 2020 was short. 2021 was short as well, 10 games.
So the first real full-length season since.
But we got, 4 more games, plus at least 5,
Yeah.
at least 6 more games now, hopefully.
And there's strikeout number 15 tonight. Bivens goes down. Lenoir-Rhyne's 1 out away. Both outs in this inning for Butler punch-outs. And now, you'd hoped you didn't have to see him again. But here he is, Garrick Octavio, who has seen 25 pitches in his 5 plate appearances today. 3 walks, reached on an error, and flew out. Has yet to record a hit in the game. And now is certainly not the time for number 1 if you're Lenoir-Rhyne. First pitch, away, ball 1. Good speed on the base pass all around. LR outfield plays fairly deep. 1-0. On the corner. A ball and a strike. The insurance solo home run for Ramirez is allowing people to breathe a little bit easier here. Top of the zone, strike 2. Octavio takes a walk. Lenoir-Rhyne's got the gaudy record, 37-8. Strength of schedule isn't great. There's been some doubters out there. Are they actually for real? Or have they just had a fairly favorable schedule? Two and two. I think that regardless of what happens here, that question is answered.
I agree completely. Be a lot easier with 1 more strike.
It'd be a little bit more data to back it up at that point, right? This is what Cannon Butler came back for.
Yep.
Moments like these. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Put an exclamation point on it. That's a signature win for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. They knock off number 3 North Greenville 8-6 tonight and put a big win at the top of that NCAA tournament resume. Eight runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They hold one of the most potent offenses in America to 6 runs, 5 hits, and 1 costly error for North Greenville. Ben Friebel to win was heroic. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned, 7 strikeouts. Cannon Butler gets a 5-out save through 47 pitches, struck out all 5 outs that he recorded. Bears hit 4 home runs. Ynesta, Clarno, Atiles, Ramirez. Stranded 13 Crusaders on base on the mound. Everything you have to do to win close games, Jason, they checked all the boxes.
Absolutely. I think this is the biggest win in Coach Ram's tenure here at LL.
No doubt about it.
And hopefully there's a lot more of these wins coming later this year. But I think we see these guys again.
I think North Greenville is securely
in the field.
Barring a collapse, which this team is not going to collapse.
No, too much talent.
Barring a collapse, North Greenville's in, and Lenoir-Rhyne just edged a lot closer to their second NCAA tournament appearance in program history. Back at it again tomorrow. Go down to Charlotte, take on Queens in another big non-conference midweek game, and then the Rail Splitters of Lincoln Memorial come in here on Friday and Saturday for the final 3-game series of the regular season. Jason and I will be here for that. We hope you are as well. For cameraman Anthony Brown, stream producer Malik Ellis, Jason Stubbe, I'm Eric Bach saying so long from Durham Field. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Lenoir-Rhyne wins it over North Greenville 8-6. Good night from Hickory.